It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Yep, Charlemagne the God.
Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and today's episode of Brilliant Idiots is brought to you by NeuroRoot. You see it right there on the table, baby. NeuroRoot. All right? NeuroRoot Focus Plus is designed for peak performance and ease of use for the go-getters, always on the go. We've taken all the things you love about NeuroRoot Focus, added some extras under the hood, and made it easier to ingest. Okay? When taking daily, NeuroRoot Focus Plus promotes mood, clarity, and memory. What's in it? Vitamin B, lion's mane, black pepper extract, spirulina. What the fuck is that?
Spirulina.
What is that, Andrew?
It's a good question.
I've
but
never heard of
really
that.
Good, and it's great for you.
The
It's a
other stuff-
vegetable.
It's a vegetable?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, caffeine is also in it, and hydrosis. What is that?
I thought you do the podcast with her, don't you?
Wait, what?
Anhydrosis. Okay, that sounds like something that makes X-Men. But why NeuroRoot? Use it for a competitive edge while gaming. Use it to zero in on your studies. Use it to get the competitive edge professionally. Use it as a pre-workout supplement. Use it to crush the day.
100%.
Okay?
100%.
Go to NeuroRoot.com and use promo code IDIOTS for 20% off total purchase. Now let's start this show. Wax is here.
Yo.
And one half of the We Talk Back podcast.
Yes.
Hailing from the 803 to Metro, Columbia, South Carolina. Tam Bam is here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Tam Bam is in here. She's in New York. She decided to pay homage to Lil' Kim today.
I did with my little Kim dress. Yeah.
You want to stand up and show it to him?
I sure do. I would love to.
Okay.
Let me let everybody
Suck the stomach in. Come on now.
Ain't it cute?
That's Lil' Kim when she got arrested. I don't know when. 7/24/96 it says. Somebody look that up.
This is just an honest question. Are you wearing anything to make you shaped like that? Or is
Oh,
that
No,
no.
this is just grits and cornbread, baby.
Holy
You
shit.
got talking to the mic, Tam. Tell them what you just said into the microphone. You said it's just what?
It's just grits and cornbread.
That's
South
really?
Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina, born and bred.
Yeah, that's
Don't
all.
take credit for this. You had nothing to do with this.
I'm thick too. What you talking about?
So Shala. So Shala.
Yes, Solomon.
That grits and cornbread. That skinny little white boy ass you got on.
Grits and cornbread, baby.
Wow, but that's crazy. So that's just naturally built that way.
Yes.
Wow. Now, is it night? How old are you now?
I'm in my 30s.
You're in your 30s. When you were growing up, did you always find that your body type was as appreciated as it is now?
I feel like when I was younger, it was more appreciated.
Really?
Yeah, because it was before you could buy it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Because that's my assumption when I first saw it. Because you have such a slim waist. Everybody's going to YouTube right now. Anybody who is listening on audio has immediately stopped their SoundCloud and they're just going right to YouTube.
You know how long I've known Tammy?
How long?
20, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, it's
So
been
you saw
about
the
20.
evolution of it. You saw it growing.
evolution.
You saw you were like, oh, this shit getting out of control. What's happening over here? Give this woman a podcast or something.
No, I met her. I met you. I remember when I met Tammy. I met Tammy at Big T's Barbecue.
Yep, right
In
outside the
Columbia, South
barbecue.
Carolina.
You were doing a remote.
Yep. On
But
Orange Ferry Road.
But
Yeah.
isn't that so interesting? Like there was a time where you were completely unique, and you're not completely unique, but it was very rare.
Right.
And now so many girls are shoving shit in their bodies to look like you naturally
That wasn't
look.
rare back then, though.
It wasn't?
I mean, it was a lot of women in South Carolina that are built like me, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, they
and what's
are.
going on down there that we should
eating cornbread and grits.
implement in the
Rice
suburbs? I need to take some of them grits to the cul-de-sacs, bro. Like, what the fuck is happening?
You want to have your bachelor party in South Carolina?
Yeah. Charleston, here we go.
Well, that's Columbia. That's the Metro.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Metro.
Columbia.
Yeah, that's the 803.
Oh, okay. And now when you go to the Geechee area, is it even crazier?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they eating rice too.
Them gals
Rice,
bookie big
cornbread, and
now.
grits. Yeah.
Yeah, them gals
But how do
bookie
you
big
keep-
down there now.
How do you keep the waist in and then still have a robust bottom?
I don't know. Some people they'll say things like, "Oh, is your body fake?"
Yeah.
And I talked to my dad about. I was like, "People say my ass is fake." And he's like, "Just show him a picture of your grandfather." So my granddaddy got a fat
Wait,
ass.
what?
Hold on. Yeah,
My
Charlie,
gra-
stop. Charlie, really,
Oh,
really,
God.
I got you beat, fam.
Yo,
Let us see. Let us see that booty. All right, turn around. Let me see. Oh, you thick, Andrew. You thick.
Bring me some of that damn. Man, you spray fucking Lysol on that shit, man. You spray on. What's that shit you spray on flat surfaces? What's the shit called?
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Nah, I'm thick,
I wouldn't
bro.
know. Over here, I wouldn't know. Zero recollection, bro. This is all tuna sandwiches. You ain't never had tuna sandwiches put an ass together like this. Okay? Tuna sandwiches, Central Park West. Okay? Some fucking matzo ball soup. Got me stacked.
Oh man. But that's good. I'm glad that you appreciate the finer things in South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's obviously you're a beautiful woman, but it is like so unique. You know, sometimes like I think that guys we get in trouble for like objectifying, but sometimes things are so unique that you have to stare. Like you ever see somebody like you ever see like a dark skinned, and I'll make it male to male. You see like a dark skinned dude with like blue eyes, and you're like,
that's beautiful.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's nothing sexual,
Yeah.
you know, and then you see it, and I think. Well, in your case, I'm not saying there's nothing sexual, but I'm not saying that there is, you know. I'm the fiance.
I said we in the same position. You over here talking like.
I feel like a magazine just opened up and a person walked out when you're here.
Okay, thank you. That's a beautiful comment.
Damn,
Doesn't that
bam.
what it feel? It's like, whoa, it's just
Thank you.
crazy. And it's 100% natural.
Yes.
The saddest
so
part
amazing.
about this whole conversation is she's single as fuck.
I'm so
you're single?
as fuck.
Really?
Like you said.
And you want to start dating white guys, you just said.
Yeah,
She said that behind the scenes. That's when you know
I'm
it's getting
kind of
bad.
open to it at this point.
I think you should, listen, white guys. You can
White guys don't come up to me because they're intimidated by my
They are.
ass.
They are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
White
Because
guys
we don't even know
approach
how
me.
we're going to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Explain.
So, you know, like, there's some physics going on here,
Uh-huh.
you know? So it's just like, do I have enough length to really get to the bottom of it?
Yeah.
When you see all that
Why you
obstruction.
jumping to sex though? You don't even know her. You got to get to know her and court her and see if y'all are compatible. She might not even want to give you nothing.
Right.
Bro, what happened to you?
What do you mean? I've always said that.
What do you?
I think that's the
Your
highest level of
fiancé.
arrogance for a man to just assume they gonna hit. You know, when guys be like, "I'm gonna hit that." How you know?
No, I never assumed I
Confidence.
was
You
going to
gotta
hit.
have
But
confidence.
if it does go there and I really like you and I'm going to have, a connection with you and we're going to build on something, you're going to need to be satisfied. And I think
Yes.
that's where the insecurity comes from. Like, will I be able to satisfy that girl?
Yeah,
I think that's why they're
But you never
intimidated.
know till you try, right?
Exactly. You don't know. I think a lot of guys are intimidated.
Yeah.
Obviously, not a guy like me.
From a woman's
You know.
perspective, how is that, Tam? From a woman's perspective, when you say, you never know until you try. You give a guy a try and he can't do it. From a woman's perspective, how do you handle that?
I mean, I'm willing to teach, If I like the man, yeah.
You can teach.
Now I can't teach his dick to grow,
That's what I
obviously.
mean. Like, you can't
Well,
teach
then
big dick energy if you got a little dick.
Well, I'm gonna send him back to the streets if he can't satisfy me. Yeah, man. What am I supposed to do? We're doing a disservice to myself and to him at that point.
Have you ever had a white guy hit on you?
Yeah, I have.
And did you interpret it as him like trying to help you or something like that? Like he thought you were lost or something?
Actually,
we're so
last
polite,
night we
right?
were in Times Square. We were in Times Square, and this white guy was like, "Hey, can you help me find Times Square?" And I was like,
That was
"Is
his
he?"
pickup line?
Yeah, that was it.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I was like,
That shit was scared the shit out of me. I'd be like, "This motherfucker the shooter? What the fuck you mean?"
Yeah, around here you gotta watch yourself. He probably was looking for it for real.
So was he in like a Pikachu outfit or something like that?
No, he was just dressed normally, but
Ah.
he wasn't my type. So I just kind of.
I think you need to start dating some white guys. I
Yeah.
say this to black women all the time. Just start dating some white guys. Just understand us. You'll find a white guy, have a great appreciation for you. You can walk all over him. And then
I don't want anybody I can walk all over.
I think
we're
it's
more
too difficult.
fun to walk all over.
I think it's too
No,
difficult.
that
got-
doesn't sound fun.
No, we've got generational wealth. It's a different thing.
Not all.
Just storm away in this big house. You just keep walking. There's never an end.
I think
Yeah,
it's
that
too
sounds
difficult.
great, actually.
Yes,
That
I
part.
think it's too difficult to interracial date in this climate.
Yeah.
I do,
Really?
especially with social media. Because
Really?
as much as we try to act like social media doesn't influence our behavior, it does. So the moment you post a picture with your white king and they start calling you a bed wench
Yeah.
and a sellout
Right.
and everything else,
You'll
you start
still
looking
feel
at
it.
him funny.
You'll
You know
feel
what I
it.
mean?
Ooh.
Then I'm also scared to see white dick, honestly.
Why?
I don't know what it looks like. I just imagine a brat that hasn't been on a grill.
A brat, like a
A
hot dog.
bratwurst.
Yeah, I mean it's brat-esque. You know what I mean? It's pink. It's different. It's a different dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is.
Yeah. It's a different dick, but like it is what it is. It's a beautiful dick. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. It's a different color. But we shouldn't judge people for the color of their skin. We should
Right.
judge them for the content of their testicles.
No, you can work that one better. So that's a good.
I was moving, right? moving. What else I got? Come on, Charlotte Cookie. What else I got? Come on.
Don't judge me for the content of my cock. For his character? Don't. What is it now?
Don't judge me for the color of someone's skin.
Yes, boom. Don't judge me for the color of my cock. Judge it for the content of the cock.
The testicles. The content of the testicles.
Don't judge me for the color of my skin. Judge me for the content of my cock.
See, I want Andrew to work that one out because that's one of them ones that
content of my testicles is what you
people
said.
off.
I got a bar though, right?
Yeah, bars.
You know what I mean? White dick is fire, yo. White dick for 2021. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we get Taylor a white boyfriend. We get you a white boyfriend. And just try it out. You never know. Maybe you could pick up some things with the white guys. And then you're like, oh, I like that. And that's a standard that I, want to be held
never
to.
work.
I just think culturally we're just so different.
Yeah, I can't see it. Not for them. I don't have a problem with interracial relationships, but I just can't see them in interracial relationships.
Al is the product of an interracial relationship.
You are?
Yeah. Well, yeah. My dad's black. My mom's Puerto Rican.
Oh, that's like black and black.
Now Puerto Ricans have no identity. I see how it is.
So they definitely have an identity, but it's like,
it's like black adjacent.
Yeah, because
kinda.
when you go to her family's house, all that shit is different. Everything is different.
They louder.
They louder. The food's different. The culture's different. Everything's different.
The language, fried chicken. Fried chicken, potatoes.
You know what it is though? It's not the same because it's not a history of like, animosity between blacks and Puerto Ricans. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
got off to a rocky start here in America.
We did get off to a rocky start.
You know what I mean? So,
but we're doing great.
Getting there. We're getting there.
Certain people are doing great. You can have long-lasting relationships, and you can have a nice, pinky flesh-colored dangling.
Jesus Christ. I do want to know why Tam Bam is single. Why do you think you're single?
I don't know. I'm starting to think it's me.
Probably.
I feel like I'm the fun girl.
What's that mean?
I'm the good time. I'm fun. I like to laugh and joke, but nobody takes me serious. Wow. They just want to have fun with me. I don't have anybody that I've ever dated that wouldn't come back. Anybody. But it just seems like nobody wants anything really so serious.
Is someone in the room? Is there someone in the room?
I'm not speaking.
I've noticed Wax is awfully quiet today.
How you doing?
Wait a minute. Did you guys have relations?
We was talking about.
What are you talking about?
Time for a mid-roll?
This episode has been brought to you by Blue Chew, baby.
That can't be right. We're only 3 minutes in.
No way.
It's impossible.
14.
Hold on. Why? What's going on? Let's get to the bottom
Nothing
of
is
this.
going
No,
on.
nothing.
She just was talking.
I'm just speaking in general.
But did you guys ever have relations or anything?
Why do you think, Tammy, that why do you think nobody's ever taken you serious?
I won't say nobody has ever taken me serious. I just feel like in recent years, it's just all fun. And maybe it's me. Maybe it's the guys that I'm choosing as well.
That's wild, though, because you're
Can I ask you one question?
older.
And it has nothing to do with whatever we were alluding to before. But when it comes to guys like not taking you serious, what would they say? Would they say shit like I don't know nothing?
Well, it's
like,
actions. It's more actions than words, right?
Right. It's definitely actions.
Yeah.
A lot of them want
Good one.
variety.
Yeah.
You're something else.
But see, it's wild though, right? Because you're older now, so I would think that the fun girl stuff would have been way back when.
I'm just a good time. Like I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to joke, and I just feel like people keep me around for that.
Are you setting boundaries though? Are you letting guys know you're looking for more than that?
I do.
How do you do
Taylor
that?
shakes her head. I do. I ask questions like, "What do you want? Are you ready for a girlfriend? Do you want a serious relationship?"
Yeah.
And they be like,
I don't know nothing.
No, not that. They'll say something like, I don't know what I'm ready for.
I don't know what it's in God's hands.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
It's crazy though, because Tam Bam is
Shut the fuck up, bro.
What I miss?
He's just having way too much fun with this guy over here. That's all.
Tam Bam is clearly beautiful. She's smart. She can cook her ass off.
Yes, I can.
And she got her own business.
Yes, I do.
You're a hairdresser. You've been a hairdresser for a long time.
I have my own salon.
So she don't need nothing other than just love.
That's it.
Built uniquely.
Yes.
I've never
all
paid attention.
natural. You might not have paid attention. That's fair. but I wasn't going to
just single.
disrespect you by not noticing you.
Like
You were seen.
There's a lot of men that
yo, for real, you are seen. You know, I gotta say that.
these men come along. There's always somebody, you know, in my DMs. There's always a guy, but it's just never anything real.
What's the other constant other than you?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the constant in the relationship that you can point to? You could be like, okay, that might be the issue. If there's something that you do that might turn the guy off.
Black guys.
Are you too pushy?
Black guys.
Meaning, are you too pushy? Meaning, like, I want to get married. I want something.
No, I don't come off as like desperate, and needy. I don't think I do that. I think it might be the type of guys that I'm dating. I really do.
What kind of guys do you date, man?
Rich, athletes, rappers.
Got it.
These type of guys.
Any like chicken farm connoisseurs?
Got it.
Not in a long time.
Not in a long time.
A very long time. No.
Rich athletes, rappers. I mean,
not even just that, because it like professional men. I've even dated like guys who are just your everyday guy, but it just always goes south for some reason. And I do have a slick tongue. I'm working on that.
Like, that though. Only a sucker, insecure man to be intimidated by that.
Yeah, I mean, usually, that's an advantage.
Yeah, but some people don't like that.
I want a woman that speaks her mind. I want a woman that's going to stand up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that's the type of person you would want to be the head of your household.
Right, but you also need
Talking
to know.
about head in the household, what is a slick tongue?
Like, just, I can be sharp with what I say. Not like...
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
okay,
not like that.
In a crazy way.
Not like that. Just, I can be sharp with what I say sometimes.
Like undercut someone, make them feel really fucking stupid.
Yeah. And I can use like when a time where you decided to be vulnerable with me and then in an argument.
Take advantage of that?
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Yo, son.
I'm working on that.
That's fucked up. Because if I'm honest with you and I'm opening it up to you, don't use that against me.
In an argument. Right. I agree. And that's something I'm working on.
What's the one? Give me an example.
Would that be fucked up
if
somebody would do
Okay,
that?
I had my last relationship. He shared with me that he thought that one of the kids that was his might not be his child.
Ouch.
So then in an argument, it was something about the kids. And I said, that ain't your fucking kid anyway.
Whoa.
See, and that was ugly.
Whoa.
That's an example.
What happened?
Whoa.
What was the argument? I can't remember.
No. What happened?
He broke up with you immediately.
No, he did not. But he said, I would rather you call me a fuck nigga than say what you said. Like, I would rather you say things like that. Because I don't cuss men. I don't call them bitches and like things like that.
How did that make you feel when he said that?
I felt bad. I felt bad. And I wish I could take it back. But once you say something, you
That's
can't
right.
take it back.
That's right. Damn.
So, I mean, that was a growing thing for me. I learned like, don't cut so low, Tam. But now I just need a man to try it with. Like, let me try not to cut you. Where is he?
Hopefully after this podcast, you might can find somebody.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't want to find someone. I want them to find me.
That's the best way to look at it.
White guys, I'm telling you.
Y'all want to get into some positively brilliant? What a fucking idiot!
Can we just talk about Simone Biles already or DaBaby? Let's just talk about
Let's go. Which one? Let's start. What do you think? Let's start with Simone Biles.
Simone Biles. I have a question to you.
Yes.
Who do you think went through more pressure in their life, in their professional career? Michael Jordan or Simone Biles? And this question seems stupid on the surface, but I don't think it's that stupid when you think about the climate now.
Who went through more pressure in their professional careers? That's a great question. I don't know because, I mean, probably Jordan's, I mean, it depends, right? Because it's different levels. Like, when you say professional NBA, I'm going to say NBA. Michael Jordan's first 7 years probably was hell. You know what I mean? And he even said he had to get physically and mentally tougher.
Yep.
He said that's why he put on 25 pounds of muscle. And to beat the Detroit Pistons, he had to get mentally tougher. Yep. And then once he got into that mind state, we probably never seen a will like this in any sport ever. Yep. He did not lose at all. But he also had to take a break.
Yes, he did, Charlamagne.
When his father got killed,
he
because that was too mentally and emotionally draining for him.
And not only that, he had won 3 in a row. And I think he had a conversation with himself, which was, I know what it will take for me to do 4. I don't want to play this game and not win. I don't think I have what it takes right now with everything going on in order to do 4. I have to remove myself. Now, I'm not capping for Simone here, but what I am doing is taking what she said at face value, which is, because people are starting to have this conversation like, is it selfish? Is it brave?
And
whatever
fuck
like
them
that.
people.
Okay, and just to keep everybody like abreast of what's going on, basically she pulled out of the group event in gymnastics.
And individual.
Now she pulled out of the individual overall as well.
You can play her clip out.
And and people are going, oh, this is incredibly selfish. I don't think it's selfish but I don't think it's brave. So like, there's 2 things going on here. Selfish is wrong because if you're injured and you compete on your team and your injury causes you to play worse and take your team down, that's selfish to me.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like if your playing makes your team worse, but you just want the glory, now you're being selfish.
You know what's so crazy about what you just said? It's not crazy, it's accurate. When you're physically hurt, people want you to go out there and mentally lift your team just by being out there. They think your presence, being out there and you pushing through will mentally lift the other team. That's what they say. You will your team to win.
To success,
So they want you to go out there and give the rest of the team the mental aspect.
They do though.
To push through.
They do though. When you go out there, you got hurt ribs or something like, you go out there, your team will play harder for you because they know that team. And
that's true.
It's something that does happen in football.
The dude, the
Willis
New York
Reed.
Knicks.
Was it Willis Reed?
Was it Willis Reed?
Yeah, Willis Reed when he came limping out. Yeah,
his knee was fucked up. Came out,
your
scores
whole
the first
team gonna
basket
rally
of the
around
game.
you. They're gonna really go hard. Yeah,
100%.
In certain places, but isn't hers like she's an individual sport though?
No, it's individual and team.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, it's individual the thing you do, but all the scores I guess get combined for the team thing. So if you're fucking up, you're gonna hold back the other people, right? So I understand that. But I am taking what she's saying as truth. Like she was mentally unfit. She's like, I am going through some mental shit that's not allowing me to do the physical shit that I need to do to be myself and help my team. So I don't think that's selfish.
Respect.
There is bravery in facing the scrutiny after making that decision. So that I understand is being brave, but I don't think there's anything brave about going, I'm not able to handle the pressure of this moment, even though that pressure is immense.
Well, guess what? She didn't say she's brave.
Yeah, other people would say.
All she did was tell people her story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I respect her so much because I'm 43 years old and I just got to the point in my life where I tell people no. Because it's been times I'm not showing up just because I'm starting to have a panic attack. You know what I mean? I've been sitting at the airport. I remember one time, and I think I told y'all this before, every flight was canceled because of a snowstorm. Every single fucking flight, except for my flight to LA. I sat at that terminal and caught a panic attack so bad. I'm like, I'm not going to, and I was supposed to go shoot at Mac Miller's house, God bless the dead, me and Nesta for MTV2. I said, I'm not going. I didn't tell MTV that I was having a panic attack because I wasn't speaking about that shit back then. I was just I just let them know like, man, I'm not coming. I'm not, I can't do it. I want to stay home. It's a snowstorm. It's a blizzard, blah, blah, blah. So for her to be that age, to have the language to be able to express that and the education to know what it is she's experiencing and to let people know I'm not doing X, Y, and Z because of my mental health. I wish I had that 20 years.
Now, here's my question. Did she put some of this on herself?
As far as what?
I've saw her walking around with sandals that had the goat on them. I saw her with a leotard that had the goat and rhinestones. She was asked in an interview once, like, can anybody beat you? She's like, I don't know. Like, she was definitely leaning into her own greatness, which I love. I think we all love. We love to see Floyd Mayweather, at least I do, calling himself the best ever. I think it's exciting for us to see these larger than life characters live up to that. That being said, there's a pressure that comes with it, okay? And you're adding more pressure on to that moment. And if it's pressure that makes you not live up to the moment, do you have to take some accountability for adding to that pressure?
But we're assuming that she feels that way because of sports. We don't know what's got her mentally exhausted. We have no idea.
Life problem.
Yeah, we don't know. And we don't know what's going on in her personal life, and it's none of our business. We don't know what's going on in her personal life. We don't know what's going on with her family. We don't know what made her take a step back.
She could be pregnant.
Oh God.
Well, yo, honestly, I was having that conversation. We were having that conversation on Flavor, right? It's not pregnant, but think about it. You've achieved everything you need to achieve. You're the GOAT, right? People recognize you as the GOAT. You're not going to be any more GOATed by doing well in this Olympics. you are ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be, the only person you could beat is yourself. We don't believe that gymnastics is a high-risk sport. Like, we just don't think of it that way. I think dudes. But, like, you could land on your fucking head
really fuck
and really fuck
And
yourself up.
gymnastics is one of the illest sports.
Yeah, but we don't think it's just like people 4 feet tall doing it, right?
Anything I can't do, anything I know I can't do like that.
I'm just saying we don't view it as dangerous. Like when I see gymnasts do some shit, I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But they so little if they
Shit.
fail, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Right?
I be
And
scared.
if
No,
they
I
do,
think
that's
it's
nothing.
very
When they be
dangerous.
in the air doing all of this, I'm like, how is she gonna land?
Yeah, but it's soft. Like that's what I tell
No,
myself.
I
I'm like,
seen her
it's
doing on the
soft.
mound the other day. She was about to pitch a ball and she just did a screw.
Did a backflip.
What the fuck is that? No,
Yeah.
that was a screw. That was some
It was a
wild
screw
shit.
and a back. Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm shocked y'all know what backhand tucks and stuff are.
I ain't
Come
say
on,
backhand
bruh.
I
tough.
got a daughter, so I
Do
know
Do
my
y'all feel
daughter-
the same way about Naomi Osaka? Because she
Same
just,
exact way. I listen. Anybody with mental health issues, you can't tell people why they're mentally exhausted. I know for a fact I don't like to be around anything or anybody that mentally exhausts me, and I don't like to be around anything or anybody when I'm mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
But I'm literally just at the point where we can even have that conversation where people understand that language.
But
Right.
that's part of the job. Mental exhaustion is part of the job. And the people that can handle that mental exhaustion better than anybody else are going to be the ones that exceed and excel at that job. And I feel like we're in a situation where like our brains haven't caught up to what we've created. Like we created this social media shit, right? Like we created this shit where you could comment on me any second of the day, where you could
Change
write a
my
story
moods.
about me, judge me, where
Yeah.
all these different things are about me. And you're talking about right now the most recognizable athlete at the Olympics. I don't count the NBA stars because they're not Olympians. They're
Yeah.
the hired guns.
Yeah.
This is an Olympic sport. Nobody gives a fuck about gymnastics outside the Olympics. And then when they do, I can only name one person in the Olympics outside of NBA players, and that is Simone Biles. I don't know a single full name of another
I
Olympian.
know two.
But isn't that crazy?
I know Simone Biles and I know Raven Saunders because she's from Charleston, South Carolina. The 843. How did she
Okay.
do in the shot put
I
today?
know
By the
Justin
way, I know
Gatlin.
Oh, yeah. I know Gwen Berry.
who's Gwen Berry?
The girl who turned away from the ant. They made a whole fucking thing about that.
And I know the women's player. I know Asia Wilson because she's also from Columbia. The
Oh,
803.
Sure. But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
she's under immense pressure.
Absolutely, she's a star.
That's what I'm saying. Jordan didn't have to go through that. Jordan had the newspaper. He had Sports Center at night, and that's it. You could turn your phone off. You don't see shit. This girl getting texted articles every 5 seconds.
right.
Not only that, she probably got 10 different deals, signed, sealed, delivered. If she wins the all-around again, Nike's going to cut her this check.
Yeah.
And her agent and her family that works for her gets a piece of that. And all these people are about to make so much fucking money off this one person as long as she excels. And that shit, I understand, is go.
I saw her say that. I don't know
Yeah.
if this was recent, but I read that, and I don't even know if that shit was real. But she said she feels like she's doing it for everybody except for her.
Yep.
How
That's a
can
lot
you
of
not
people's
respect
life,
that?
though. That's a lot
And,
of
and for
people's life.
everything you said, everything you just said is the reason I respect it even more. Because she's at the top. She got all of this to gain, and she unplugged and took a step back because she wasn't feeling like she was where she needed to be mentally and emotionally. I respect the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
out
beautiful.
I don't.
Especially working
You
so
don't?
hard.
No, I don't respect it.
Jesus.
I don't respect it within the confines of the sport because that's part of the sport. I respect her as a human being and I empathize with what she's going through, but I also recognize that immense pressure is what you got to deal. Like if the president just goes,
Comes with
I'm
it.
feeling shitty today, I'm not going to be president. We're going to be like, hey, back to work.
He probably does feel like that all the time. He just stays home and don't get on Twitter and tell everybody.
Well, this president definitely. But motherfucker can take all the time he wants. But you understand what I'm saying? Like there's certain positions you can't just be like sad and then stay home.
I
You know what
remember
mean?
when
Like,
But who decided gymnastics was one of them? No.
it's not except for 1 week out of the year. Or out of every 4 years.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like 1 week out of every 4 years, you got to have your shit together no matter
Yeah.
what's going on.
Mental
you gotta
health all this time. Yeah,
exactly. You got to spend the other 4 years getting your shit ready for that
Yeah.
1 week. And if there are things that are bothering you, you got to make sure you weed those out. And I think the greats find ways to do that. The greats focus on these things. They study.
Easier said than done because we like when players have bad games now, we don't know why they have bad games. You know what I'm saying? We just like, oh, he had an off night. We don't know you know what I think about? I think about when LeBron was playing the Celtics that year. And everybody
He
was
was on
like,
the
what the
Cavs.
fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
Bron?
dude.
Yeah.
smash
And,
his
and
mom.
you've held that against him. You've been, he's
Yeah.
mentally weak. He don't got it.
No, but I thought about it this morning. I'm like, yo, what? Because that was when everybody was saying it was that rumor about,
Dude smash his
Delonte.
mom.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, we don't know how that might have been impacting Bron at the time.
Hell
we do know.
Oh,
But no,
yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah,
we
fuck
I
your
don't
whole
know.
life
But I'm
up.
just saying that's what the rumor was, and we saw him play, and something was clearly off.
Wrong.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Think about that every time you see a player have an off game. Yeah, some people just have off nights. Some people just mentally their head may not be in the game. Coaches used to say it all the time, get your head in the game.
Yeah.
What do you think that
I'm
means?
talking about somebody might be pregnant or something like that.
Why you keep going?
Get your head in the game means
but
mentally.
so the pregnancy
Get
shit,
your head in the game.
the reason why this shit made sense to me is like if she's already to go, right? She's probably planning her future. I think she's 24 years old. She might have a boyfriend, right? And she's like, yo, this is my last Olympics. I know my life has been crazy. After this, let's get married. Let's have some fucking kids. Yo, when you start thinking about what you could lose, like you about to do this vault, you can land your neck. No more kids.
Yo, I
No
love
more-
humans. This is why social media is what it is.
Why?
Because think about all of these different narratives y'all done made up.
Right.
You know what
That's
I'm
what it's about.
saying? Y'all just made up a whole bunch of narratives simply because she said,
She don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. That's
But it could
by
be
the way,
all that
No,
stuff,
you
though.
never thought about this? Like you going like cliff jumping or some shit with your friends, and then you think about all the success you got, and I'm like, and you're like, am I about to fucking?
well, Kevin
die
Hart
cliff
just did
jumping?
that when they told Kevin Hart he could go to space. And Kevin was like, I'm not. Kevin was like, no, I got
I'm living
kids.
too good.
And I got a
Yeah.
career.
Right.
Sure. You know what I mean? But in this situation, I just don't know. But I just think that sometimes when a person says, I don't want to do it, that should be enough.
Charlamagne, you go cliff jumping now?
Hell no.
Oh.
That's my point. You're not gonna do
Listen,
it.
so you telling me if somebody's in the hospital and a doctor just said, I just don't want to do it, how much more you think they get? You know, how much?
Please,
they
doctor,
got?
if your head ain't in the game, don't operate.
No,
on
I
me.
hear what you're saying,
Right.
but what if
If
everybody
it's you or
going through that
nobody,
shit?
operate on me.
Somebody got to do it.
It
Get your head
depends.
into
Who
this
else?
shit.
Who else going to be in her
Yes.
place? Nobody else going in her place.
That's fine. But guess what? Heart surgery and gymnastics are not the same thing. So in her mind, she knows this shit ain't as important as what's going on
Ain't
in my
nobody
life.
going to die.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
But now I agree.
It's not a
with
life
see
or
what you're
death
saying.
situation.
Right.
Right.
It's not a life or death situation. It is a silly thing. We just make these people jump up and down and do fucking like front flips.
But they
and
get
shit.
paid for it.
Listen, I
It's
reserve
ridiculous.
I reserve the right to say fuck that shit.
But not
Wax
everybody
no,
can say that.
I'll get to the door and be like, I ain't going.
We out.
Yeah,
We
we
out.
should
On the way
normalize
back
that.
home.
We out.
Normalize
But if it was
that.
if it was a massive event, it was something really important. You
Who?
would show up. You
Bullshit.
man.
Those are my favorite to pull out on.
Nah, but if it's a
Because when you pull out on the big ones, they know, boy, he don't bullshit. He ain't gonna be there. Them the ones you pull out on. You don't wait till those so small ass. I can miss
Yeah.
that one. You
Yeah.
pull out on the big joints.
But what if it's like a movie, your movie about your life, and you're playing you, and you got to show up to shoot? You just gonna not show up?
Well, it's different. The movie, you made it sound like the movie was already shot.
Nah, I'm saying it's
All
something that you need to be there for.
It really just depends, yo. I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends. By the way, a movie is easier to do. You know why a movie is easy to do? Because I'm acting.
Yeah,
So I can go there and act happy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The shit might even take my mind off
yeah.
the bullshit that's going on. But
And
if
you can't be pregnant.
man, what is wrong with you? What is
I'm just saying.
But you just have to think what she must be going through to decide, make this decision.
Word
it
up.
has to be
Yes.
something huge,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, she's probably going through some stuff and she's got tons of pressure, but at the same time, it's like your job to prepare yourself for this pressure you're about to go through, right? Like if you're going to assume the responsibility of being the GOAT, if you're going to lean into being the GOAT and that is who you want to identify as, you know, like I keep thinking about Tom Brady, bro. Like Tom Brady going to the fucking Patriots had everything to lose, bro. Like
going to
everything
the
to
Bucks
lose.
to me?
But,
So,
yeah.
sorry.
Went to the Bucks.
Leaving the Patriots, he had everything to lose. Going to
Did
the
he?
Bucks, everything to lose, bro.
Like he's playing with house money.
Nah,
Yeah, he can do
because
whatever the fuck he wants.
because think about it. If he goes there and loses, everybody gets to say, oh, he's just a system quarterback. He needs Belichick to win. He can't win without.
Well,
He went and proved
it's a debate. It would have been a debate more so than anything.
And now the debate is over. He took it and he basically squashed
Showing who
his
he is.
biggest hater. You can't hate on me anymore.
Well, I think Michael Jordan is a great example. Michael wasn't any less of a GOAT because he took a mental and emotional break because his pops just got killed.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And plus, we knew though. We knew it was his father and stuff. Nobody knew what's going on.
And
with
see,
her.
that's that right there. What Wax said is the problem.
Yeah.
When we don't know, we have to make ourselves feel
That's
better.
why we talking all this shit.
It's the
right
same thing with
speculating.
Chappelle. Why would Chappelle walk away from 50 minutes? You don't know what he was going through. Why would Andre 3000 walk away? We don't know what they were going to do. Why would Lauryn Hill do? We don't know. We can always say what we would do, but none of us have been in that situation.
Right.
And then
Right.
once that comes out, everything starts to make a lot
It
more
makes
sense.
more sense. We just want to know. Because for everything you just named, she's the GOAT. She got all these endorsements that could have come, all this money she could have made. Why would you walk away from that? I don't care what the reason is. I respect it because I know what she walked away from,
Yeah.
and it don't make her no less of the no less of the GOAT.
We're going to see a lot more of this, yo.
I love.
You're going to see a lot more of this in sports.
No, we're going to see a lot more of it in life, but it's a good thing. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
If all of us for years have been saying we have to have these conversations about eradicating the stigma around mental health, right? Now that we're in a place in our society where people feel comfortable talking about their mental health, why would we knock them?
A lot of people don't know when they got mental health problems, though. They think they okay.
You! That's why you in therapy crying and shit now.
Stop. I ain't crying. I just yell.
What's wrong with crying?
No. What you want me to cry right now? Like, what you doing?
Why can't we be honest? What you tell me, yo?
I cried?
Yes.
What's wrong with crying, though? What's wrong with
I'm at premarital counseling. I'm not crying.
Yelling is how
what's wrong with crying?
Yelling ain't crying.
What was you yelling about?
Just yelling. I want some say-so in life.
Come on, calm down.
I don't think men guys say, oh, here we go.
Breathe. Listen.
Take some deep breaths.
Take some deep breaths.
Men don't have say-so in life. I was just screaming, which I know is not going to happen.
Men don't have say-so?
Not no marriage and anything like that, no relationship. Men not going to have no say-so. So I get it.
Why don't you have any say-so?
Because if you win, you really lost because you beat her. And if you lose, you won because you let her win.
Who told you that?
The therapist.
See, you learning.
That's a trash
I'm learning.
Therapist. Yeah. That's a trash therapist. You need a therapist going to stand up for you.
Huh?
You need a therapist going to...
No, you don't.
Yes,
you
you
need
do.
a nice, objective
You're going to get in trouble.
A nice, objective
So you tell me that
therapist.
you stand up to your girl?
Say what?
Exactly.
I'll tell you something. I'm going to tell you an ill line. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, right? The GOATs, the legends, the gods, the icons. They was on Breakfast Club.
Who?
Jimmy Jam and Terry. Don't be disrespectful. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
I have no clue who they are.
Wow.
Jimmy Jam?
Where are they from? Are they Geechee?
Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Oh.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they said the reason they've never had any argument is because when you have an argument, that means somebody wins and somebody loses.
Yeah.
He was like, why would I want my partner to lose?
I don't want to lose, so I shut
So they
up.
just communicate is what they
That's
do.
right. He said they have differences and they communicate their differences instead of having just arguments.
Oh, and I learned
I agree with
everything
that.
is not stupid that women say.
That's a good thing to learn, Max.
What?
He's not used to being vulnerable. See, that's the thing. That therapist peeling back them layers. That's why he yelling and crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
grabbing band-aids
the
and
hard part
snatching
about
band-aids
therapy,
off.
though.
And I'm like, yo, that was healing.
Yeah.
Leave that alone. That was back there. Why you even asking
No,
about
no,
that?
It
no,
wasn't
'cause it
healing.
wasn't-
It was just covered up. That's all.
See how many times I done told you that?
After we talk about it and fuck it all up and all that,
No.
why you coming back up?
You take the Band-Aid off. You clean it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't clean it before. You clean the pus off. You put some peroxide, Neosporin on it. Then you put the Band-Aid back on it so you can
Now
actually heal.
Right.
All right, well.
But that's the hard part.
Better.
Healing?
Therapy sucks though, honestly.
Oh, Tammy, you just started going to therapy
yeah,
too.
I did. I don't like it. It just feels like I'm
reliving
in an
so much
episode of
shit.
Grey's Anatomy.
That's the point.
I don't keep
I'm so
reliving this shit
upset.
over and over again.
Every time I just feel upset when I leave.
That's the point.
I don't like it.
It's supposed to make you
Oh,
feel
so that's like
uncomfortable at
growth.
first. It's growth. Being uncomfortable makes you grow.
I guess being in the frying pan.
Huh?
Like when you're in the frying pan, the food won't be done unless it's cooked.
What?
So if it's not
I don't like
hot,
how y'all bring everything back to chicken in front of white people. Why? We ain't having a nice conversation about therapy.
Food being cooked, you need it well done. So you got to put it in the frying pan. It got to go through the heat. It got to go
That's
through the
right,
pain.
that's right, that's
for
right,
it to
that's
be
right.
good. For it to be good.
I like diamonds. You got
You like
that pressure.
diamonds?
Yeah, that pressure. You got that coal, put that
I
pressure on
got
that
you.
coal.
I can say a lot
turn
of
it into a
things. man.
diamond.
I talk about cars. They get mad. All right.
Therapy gonna end up being the best thing for y'all. You've been to therapy, right, so?
Yeah.
And you love it, don't you?
You love it?
I don't like it.
not
you know
something what's nice is just talking to somebody for, 30, 40, 50 minutes or whatever and not feeling judged.
Ooh.
Just like get it out of the system.
Man, maybe I need to do it
Yeah.
by myself then, because I get judged.
Yeah, you should. Y'all should do couples therapy and then individual therapy.
Right.
Yo, but you know what? If you're being judged by your therapist, then yeah, maybe that's not the right one.
Give the therapist some
I wouldn't
grace.
say judge.
Can you
it's
imagine
just
this guy in
agreeing.
front of you yelling?
No, I
You know
just
what I mean?
need.
I wouldn't be judging. I'd be like, yeah, you got a good point.
And yelling out
You
all these
should listen more.
waxisms.
Yeah.
Yelling out these waxisms.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like a fried chicken in the house. You know what I mean? I don't have no say on the grease that they put me in the pan with. Like,
What?
I want to be the steering wheel.
Exactly.
I want to be the steering.
I want to be the
If I'm a
steering
therapist and somebody yells that shit, I'm subscribing prescriptions. Like, you don't need to be, you need to be seeing a psychiatrist. But you need
The
medication.
great thing that I do, like I bring like props and stuff. Like I put things around and I,
I gotta
with
hear
my
this.
analogies.
You ain't tell me this one.
This is great.
What is the props?
I bring all a bunch of stuff. Like I
Like
use
what?
anything. I just, probably have like little cars there. I probably have like food and try to do like half of the plate is supposed to be for us. And if I eat most of the food, I'm eventually start eating most of yours because I'm gonna still be hungry.
You bought food to the therapist's office?
What you supposed to do?
With,
The people don't understand unless you like bring props and bring a knowledge.
with little toy cars?
So you're trying to tell a story with the food?
With the props and stuff, people don't understand. They act like they like not paying attention. And like,
How many Happy Meals did you buy that come with the toys? And
no, I
the
got
food?
kids.
Oh, so you just bring the okay?
Yeah, I got kids and I got food. It's that easy.
Yeah, I don't think that's how therapy works. I don't think
Yeah,
you're supposed to
I'm so
bring the props.
confused.
And I don't think that's how that works.
This is not a
bro.
conjugal visit. Just go and talk. You're like,
I'm trying to explain myself.
You bring condoms and shit. Like, all right, we got 1 hour.
Why, bro? Why? What did the therapist say about your props?
No, she like loved the way I break things down because at the end of the day, she's getting paid for every minute. So keep the fucking props.
She's just trying to keep things kosher. She's trying to stay safe. She like no sudden move. She probably telling herself, I don't want to say anything that could trigger this guy.
No, it's good the way I do the analogies and the props and stuff like that. You know, when like Mr.
So you're trying to explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm explaining myself, but just bringing more things in. So it's like I do it for dummies, for kids. I want to do it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go hit a wide range of people when I do it.
What's the last thing you explained to your therapist?
Again, like I told you, I don't think everything women say is stupid.
You think everything women say?
Say that again? Please?
Not everything.
You said that everything.
Not everything.
Wait, say that again, please.
Because I was getting judged and I was like, that's not smart. That can't be like that. Why y'all think like that and stuff like that? And then I came to the conclusion like, you know what? Everything y'all don't say is stupid. You know what I'm saying? It was like certain things we just disagree with. Men and women got two different outlooks on certain things, so it's not dumb.
Imagine going to the therapist because
you've been going through life thinking that women
no,
what we say is stupid.
I don't think I wouldn't say stupid. I was just like, why would you think that?
You just said that though. So your whole life you thought everything women said was stupid.
I wouldn't say stupid. I would say like, why would you say that?
Including your mom?
No, it's not like that. Let me say, I said it all fucked up. I was just saying it because I was like, that's dumb.
Bust out the cars, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Where's the food? Get the food. Yeah, get the food because we don't
Listen,
get it.
my thing is like, when women and men always arguing and all that type of stuff. So it was like, that's not stupid what she's saying. I understand that she got a point because that's the way she was brought up. That's the way she moved.
Her perspective.
Yeah, so that's it. Before I was just like, that's fucking stupid. But now I'm learning that communication, knowing that that's the reason why she came like that because of how she was brought up or whatever.
But that's all of us.
Maybe it's not stupid.
That's all of us. All of us are the product of our environments.
I get it, but I relate more to men, I guess, because we went through the same things more than women. So instead of being stupid, that's just her.
Okay. Tammy, have you ever dated a guy? Tammy, who every time you talked, he thought you were stupid?
No.
Okay.
No, this is different. This is new.
Okay.
I just think he doesn't understand that women are more guided by emotion.
Yeah.
And y'all are more guided by...
No, I don't believe that.
You don't think women are more guided by emotion?
Hell no. Men are so goddamn emotional.
No, you're just more vocal about your emotion. We're not allowed to be emotional, so it just bothers us.
You're not allowed.
No.
Why do you say
that's
allowed?
What makes men more emotional. Because we don't know how to express. And
then we explode.
Who doesn't allow you to be emotional?
The world, society.
A girl call you a bitch in 2 seconds.
Yeah, why you always emotional? Why you being all vulnerable?
Bitch ass nigga, fuck nigga, fuck boy.
I'm like a fucking girl. I'm talking to one of my girls right now.
That ain't even your baby.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, touche.
Ouch.
That's the reason. That's why we can't say nothing.
Toughen up, man up.
Yeah.
You're right.
Thank you.
Okay,
sister. That shit felt like a setup.
Okay,
she
miss.
just said, you're right. I'm not used to women saying you're right. She goes, you're right. You're out there. Where you going with this?
There you go. See, now you see what I mean? That's not stupid for them. They do that.
No. The word stupid is never going to get you anywhere.
No. I don't think. That's why I want to say stupid.
Andrew, please tell him again.
The words calling anybody stupid is never going to get you.
No.
And don't put bitch behind it either.
If you say you stupid, that's like I think I'm smarter than that person. I don't think I'm smarter than you.
Stupid and dumb is the same thing.
Right?
No, it's not.
What's the difference?
Stupid and dumb?
Stupid mean you smart. I think I'm smarter than you. Dumb is just like you're just dumb
like
motherfucker.
Me.
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
No.
But I understand how he uses it differently.
Yeah, dumb is just not smart.
No. Like if I call someone dumb, they can be dumb momentarily.
Gotcha.
But if I call them stupid, they're stupid.
You are stupid.
Like, they're not even
I'm
capable.
smarter than
They're
you.
the same thing.
I could
I would think they're interchangeable.
Yo,
Yeah.
he's
No way.
dumb, bro. That guy's dumb.
You know
But then
why?
again,
You know why I
Dumb,
think
you
dumb
can
is
be dumb
worse?
for a couple of seconds.
I think dumb is worse because you can call somebody a dummy. You don't call nobody stupid.
No, you can be
Yeah,
stupid all
Dummy
the
is
time.
a person.
I'm gonna add
Nah.
another wrinkle that makes things
No,
even
that's
more
some dumbass
difficult.
shit you just did.
That's some dumbass shit, but
But that's some stupid ass shit.
I'm only gonna call you a dumb bitch. If I'm with you, I call you a dumb bitch.
Wax,
That's
wax.
like
Wax. Black
get over
people
that.
call you stupid if you're funny.
that's some stupid
But
shit.
dumb
I
too.
do that to everybody.
They'll say that
Nah,
dumb
you're
that
right,
dude
though.
is
Yeah, that's
stupid.
stupid.
Oh,
Nah,
you're
you're right.
stupid,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right.
Yeah.
No, they'll say dumb
Nah,
too.
you're right,
Like,
you're
you're
right.
so dumb.
This guy's
Yeah,
dumb.
no,
Why you say that
Yeah.
dumbass shit? Get
Nah,
out
I
of
say
here.
that is.
Yeah.
I say that. I say Andrew's so goddamn stupid.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. So imagine me at therapy saying that. That's all I'm saying. So if y'all can say it, why the fuck can't I
Yeah,
say
but
it?
that's different though.
But the context is different.
I don't mean I am
You're
not.
calling
I'm not
out
saying
funny.
Andrew's
They're not
stupid
trying to be
'cause he's
funny.
stupid.
They
Right.
trying to be serious, and you'd be like, yeah, y'all stupid. Like
That's stupid. That's what I'm
That's-
saying. Like
No,
the
because you
same
could be
thing.
smart and stupid. Comedians are the most smartest, stupidest people alive.
Right.
But that's what I mean
Yeah.
about women.
They say smart shit that's
Dumb.
super funny, but you're like,
Woman.
why the fuck would he say that stupid shit
Shit.
right now?
So you think women
Right.
are like that?
Women is just like that. And they know they get away with it. See, comedians know they're going to get away with it because of the joke. Women know they're going to get away with it because of their woman. So they get to say all that type of shit that we cannot say at
No,
all.
That's not true. That's not true.
You get out of
This
here.
is what I tell Wax all the time. Wax will get upset because he can't, get his way with a woman, a certain
Can't.
woman. And I'm like, well, maybe if you stop calling her a dumb bitch,
No.
I wouldn't cooperate with you if you
Wax,
keep calling me a
is
dumb
that
bitch.
what you're doing?
You
Is
going
that
to
what
listen to
you-
Charlotte? What is wrong with you today? You so
Is that what
crazy.
you're doing?
Yo, this guy's so crazy. Why?
I lied.
Why?
I lied.
You got another alley-oop then. If it's not the last one.
I lied. I'm
This
not
is
gonna go
good.
too deep in it.
This is
This is
good.
a serious situation. But
You're
did I
not
lie?
out here calling women dumb
No,
bitches,
no.
are you?
And listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you deserve to get called a dumb bitch, if I think that's what you are, especially at that time, you might get called that.
No.
But I don't walk in a room and call nobody a dumb bitch.
No.
If I needed to call you that, I'm
So-
around a lot of women,
Nope.
and if I called you that
Call
probably
a therapist right now. We need more therapy sessions.
So you think
We
that I
need
go
individual
around just
Somebody
calling
get the
people
cars.
dumb bitches? But that's that's
No,
what you make
no,
people think. though.
no. Okay, let me rephrase.
Thank you.
Not
You making
all
people think
women.
that.
One in particular.
But if I think you did some wild shit to me, is when I say fuck you, you're not a woman to me no more. You're a person.
But if you're
So a
trying
dumb
to
bitch,
get this
it could be a
person-
man and woman.
But if you're
Yeah.
trying to get this person to get on the same page with you, dumb bitch ain't gonna ever work.
No.
No, dumb bitch is not very effective.
No,
Oftentimes,
it's not.
when I'm like, let's say me and my girl are like arguing over something. You ever have it happen where like it becomes less about the thing you're arguing, and more about winning or scoring points?
Yep.
that's what I. That's
Who can
what,
argue over this? I can
That's
make you
why you
feel
shouldn't
worse and all that type
argue.
of shit.
We're not even upset about that little
Nah,
shit.
we left that a long time
Yeah,
ago.
now we're just trying to see who wins. Like that shit is stupid to win, and then maybe taking some like time away from it so you guys can come back like objectively to it. But to what you earlier said, like I think if your girl or anybody's girl does something wrong to you, I don't think it's okay to just be like, okay, you're right, just to avoid the fight.
Yeah,
I
but
think
don't
you
call
gotta
him a dumb
acknowledge-
bitch.
No, can't say dumb
No.
bitch.
Alex, pull up. Never win through
Sometimes that
argument.
is
48
okay,
laws
though.
of power.
What you mean?
So just let them be right.
No.
Sometimes.
Not if they do something
If
that
you want
is-
them to grow,
that
you don't.
like or you find like rude or disrespectful, because now you're allowing them to treat you in a way that doesn't make you happy. And
Okay,
women
that's
shouldn't
fair.
let us get away with that either. Like sometimes I'm not even trying to do something that bothers my girl, but if that behavior bothers her, right?
Mhm.
Like I could be like, yo, I'm sorry to bother you. That wasn't my intent. But like I'm gonna keep that in mind so that I don't have a relationship with you that's constantly contentious.
Yes.
I'm not even trying.
Law number
Yeah.
9 in the 48 laws of power. Win through your actions, never through argument. Any momentary triumph you think you have gained through argument is really a Pyrrhic victory. The resentment and ill will you
just said
stir
that.
up
Yep.
is stronger and lasts longer than any
That's why you
momentary
gotta
change
lose.
of opinion.
So that's why
Let's
what you say
just-
is wrong.
But let's just discuss we can discuss our differences. We don't have to argue. I'm not trying to win, yada, yada, yada. You tell me what's the problem. I tell you what's my problem. Let's try to meet in the middle on a solution.
I agree with you. I think that's a good thing. I think it's harder, easier said than done.
Done. Right.
Like,
For sure.
all right, at least
Talking
for
about
me
it
is
gonna
this.
be-
Like,
end up being an
I don't have it's easy for me to apologize if I fucked up.
For sure.
Like, I'm not one of these people who can't apologize.
Word
I
is
think my
bond.
pops put that shit into me dumb early. Like, apologizing
mine.
is like the
Smart.
right thing to do, etc.
Yeah.
So,
Smart.
like,
Very
if
wise
I
thing to
fucked
do.
up in the moment, it
Respectful.
might take a second, but afterwards, I'll be
Respectful.
like, yo, my bad.
Very wise
yes.
thing to do.
I could do it. So I think that's one of those things where like I also expect that of you because I know it might not be that day, but a few hours later or the next day, I'm gonna be like, I fucking regret that. My bad, and I am sorry. So I also want that from you.
You're
I can't
absolutely right. Andrew,
Girls don't have to do that.
No,
yes,
they
we
do.
That's not true.
They don't have to do that. Women will take things from the grave. If I come to you man to man,
Take
you
things from the
cannot
grave.
lie to me. But if a woman come to you, you have to lie. If your boy girl, if your your boy girl come to you, right?
Yeah.
And she like, was you with him? You can actually lie to her. But if a guy come to you like, you fucking my girl, and you lie to him,
That's wrong.
Come on.
So wait, you can lie to a woman, but you can't lie to a man?
I'm just saying, Bob. We just all did. I don't know what the fuck we was doing that for. We just used to do it.
Do what?
Just lie to women.
Oh, y'all the only person that tell on me. But I'm just saying, like,
I'm confused.
I'm just saying, throughout my whole life,
I didn't understand. Shit wax that just knocked up for Charlotte, the only person that tell him. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm lost.
You know if your boy come to you and your boy
he's
be
in
like
survival mode. Every time
Listen.
you look at him, listen, you turn your head like this, I can hear his voice just start to speed up. Charlamagne, shut the fuck up.
Listen, you never come up from one of your boys. Your boy be like, yo, I'm going out with this girl. And my girl call you, whatever the case. You know, that happened to you before. That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
So you lie for your friends is what you're saying.
I'm sure we all lied for our friends before.
Which one of your friends lied to you and said that sure fit?
This is my arm.
Yo, you out here built like Tam Bam, baby.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're
If
saying.
a guy come to you
No,
and
you
say,
don't
you
know what
fucking
he's
with my
saying.
girl.
Why do you keep acting like you speak wax?
I do.
I don't
If
understand.
a guy come to you
Well,
and say,
translate.
if your guy come to you and say, yo, you fucking my girl, he have to man up and say, he got to tell the truth. He cannot lie to another man.
He
But
can
if a
lie.
girl-
He can lie.
Why would I tell that?
No.
I'm not
Max,
fucking
he
rules to
can
this
lie.
shit. It's
He
rules to
can
this shit.
lie.
Why would I tell the truth?
No, he can lie. But I think what you're trying to say is that, like, if you already know that person is doing that, you're not really asking them a question. You're not.
The man
asking
come to
that.
you, he already knows.
He already
If
knows.
a girl come to you, you kind of get away with it. Like, I don't know.
You know what y'all do?
Where your boy at? I don't know.
Y'all expecting
I
you
don't
from
I'm
other
confused.
people.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
what
problem.
he said. That's what he said earlier.
Which Charlamagne is not a bad expectation. Like,
No.
treat others how
Especially
you
if he's
want to
right.
be treated, right?
But you'll
Like,
always be disappointed.
that's the problem. It's like,
That's the
it's
problem.
not wrong to feel that way, but if that's how you go throughout life and you're not allowing each person to be themselves and have their little idiosyncrasies and make them operate different, you're gonna be fucked up in every interaction. You gotta
Yeah, you
understand
don't think
what
everybody
people
about to
tick.
treat you
That's
wrong.
what you're
That's
saying.
not cool.
Yeah, I don't expect me from other people because I've been disappointed so many times in my life.
So you expect
Yeah,
this
because of
from
that.
everybody?
I
then?
used
No,
to.
I don't expect nothing. I do things because I genuinely want to do them, and I know that at the end of the day, God's not judging me based off how other people treat me. He's judging me based off how I treat
to
people.
other people.
That's it.
You know what's interesting is like sometimes I'll get into with my girl. It's not even an argument, but I basically tell her, how do I say it? Like, we each do different things for the relationship. Don't count some shit that I do more than you. Let's say I'm paying for rent or whatever the fuck, right? Don't count that shit more than you taking care of some things for the house, designing these things, maybe book it. Like, don't count one more because I don't want us to keep score.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just say we both do things. And as long as we're both happy with the things that we're doing,
Straight up.
I'm okay. Because you're never going to hear me go, well, I do all this.
Nah, that
what
never.
are you doing?
So
I'm
do you
never
realize
holding
how
it against
evolved? You realize as a man how evolved that thinking is?
Why?
Right, because most men don't think like that.
That's right.
The
A
only
lot
way
of
to
us,
think for a
we feel
partnership.
like we're the ones that's providing the money. It's our money that's paying the bill. So we look at women taking care of kids, women taking care of the house like
That's
it's
way
like,
hard.
like it's
That's
nothing.
their job.
No, that's way
it's
hard.
Nothing.
Yes.
I don't look at it like it's nothing. I look at like we all have responsibilities.
That's right.
And as long as that responsibility isn't making you feel uncomfortable, like if I felt wild uncomfortable taking care of like the home and the bills, if I felt uncomfortable about it,
Mhm.
I would have to have a conversation with her and be like, hey, I'd like you to contribute more. Just
Yeah.
like if she felt uncomfortable taking care of some of the stuff from the house, she would have to be like, hey, I need you to help out with the dog, or I need you to help.
Yeah,
And she
respect.
has. She'd
Respect.
be like, yo, I need you to help out. You know, I even, matter of fact, when we were moving to a new place and we were looking at new places, like we were looking at places that, you know, were a decent amount of money. And I had to say, I was like, I need to know if you like this enough to contribute. Like, would you value this place so much that you would take some money out? And when she was like, yeah, I would. I was like, you don't have to, but I needed to know
No, respect.
that you cared that much.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
healthy.
Yeah.
Then now I feel comfortable.
Now I got your back. That's all she's telling you.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's how you guys have always been. We've always spoken about that on podcasts. Like, you never
absolutely.
press your girl about
No.
you being a breadwinner or some shit like
But
that.
men do
corny.
that a lot.
A
Though.
lot.
That's corny though.
That's whack. That's whack.
corny.
As long as the woman's not just sitting on her ass doing fucking nothing,
Yeah,
then
nothing.
I'm
Doing
gonna feel.
TikTok videos all day. Nah.
Yeah,
I actually have
posting
to,
TikTok videos.
I actually have to get better at what you talked about because I have to I think that what women do is harder.
Yes, me too.
So you don't think you're contributing enough?
No, I think I'm contributing, but I just think what women do is harder. I think taking care of the kids, holding down the house, being a wife, I think that's way harder. It's way more of a responsibility than what I do, but maybe I need to get on that level where it's just like equal.
Yeah, I wouldn't say harder.
Equal footing, but also like of equal importance to self. Like if contributing that way makes you happy, who am I to say that you're not doing enough? If I'm comfortable with your contribution and you're happy doing it, we've reached a good place.
Yeah, we good. That's it.
And if there's some shit neither of us want to do, then we hire a motherfucker to do that.
Yeah, men ain't gonna.
You sound like somebody with money. Not every relationship is like that.
100%.
100%. People to do shit.
100%. I'm in a very fortunate situation.
Yeah.
But if you're not, you guys got to find the balance between it, and that's just what it is. Or you got to find someone that fills those gaps.
That's the hard
you gotta find
part.
You got to find somebody that love to do what you hate to do.
Boom.
That's it.
Like,
that's it.
And I don't like the way that sounds.
Nah, but it's not.
I mean, that's partnership
so
is going
much,
away.
bro.
You need a point guard. You need somebody with rebounds. You don't need two people doing rebounds.
That could be watching the kids, man.
What you mean?
That sounds crazy to say. I hate being with my kids.
No.
Come on.
This guy
That's my kids, though.
No. Watching them is different than being with them.
Like the other day, I was in the pool.
I can't do it either.
And I had my two youngest in the pool with me. And my wife was like, I'm going upstairs. And I'm like,
yo, you going?
Charlamagne, sometimes it's like, man, fuck them kids, though. Like,
no, it ain't never like that. But it's just like,
the responsibility of that.
Too much Ebony K. Williams. Don't listen to that.
No. It's never fuck the kids. Like yesterday, she went to sleep early and I had the kids and I'm like, the baby is cool. King is good. But the baby, I can't do nothing with
When
this baby.
do I turn this off? That's the truth, though.
What do I do? Like if he's hungry, I can't feed him. I don't have a breast. I don't. Like if he gets a certain age, oh, that's cool. We all day. You want to look for your kids now.
Yeah.
But now with the little baby, I cannot do this. I go to work for 2 weeks straight.
You can do it. You can.
Before I do this for 2 hours.
And if I'm at the.
See, that's not fair though.
How's it not
She
fair?
needs a break. She needs you to help in that way.
People who come, I called the nanny because I was tired the other day. There's a lot of rich people problems. I can't do it.
Yeah, this is rich people.
I want y'all to know this is a lot of rich people problems because some people don't have.
I call the nanny. Yeah, like sometimes she needs you to do it.
What we're describing right now, though, is why like marriage between culture within the same culture often works, is because there's established roles for the male and female in the relationship. And those roles fit together like a puzzle piece. Now, I know it's antiquated to say something like a woman has to do this and a man has to do that, right?
Yes.
Like my pops worked for my mom's business, right? So it's like I didn't grow up in that specific household, but it is why it works. Like you guys enter a relationship, if you have like a religious or cultural background that's like, hey, this is what we expect a woman to do in the household.
Yes.
And this is what we expect the man to do in the household.
I don't mind
both
to do
know
that.
their roles.
Oh, it's amazing.
But that's changing so much now.
Why is it changing?
But here's the thing. It's changing.
Because women are
It's not
out here.
changing, but it's
It's evolving.
It's
So
evolving.
you
It's
but
evolving.
You need that
with that
structure,
evolution, there's some problems.
Keep the base.
Because now you got two people going into a relationship with expectations from the other person ain't going to meet up. The dude's going to go, you know what? I don't want to be the breadwinner. I want to stay home, kick it with the kids. And the girl's like, you know what? I want to do that too. Yeah. So how are we going to figure this shit out?
2 point guards.
Or I'm going to make the money and then I need you to cook. And he's like, no, you stay, you cook.
Yep.
You go to work and come home and cook.
Yep.
And you're at home. No, you cook, motherfucker.
You know what's wild? When we were, and this is some more some talk that's a little bit, but we was in Kabul and my wife had went to go like do some like souvenir shopping. So I was at the place with the kids, right?
Yeah.
And so the homie texted me, right? And it was text me, right? And she was like, "Hey, you know where you at? Why don't you come down to the whatever?" And I'm like, "Oh," I said, "When my wife gets back, because I'm watching the kids right now." And she texted me back, and she was like, "Wow." She was like, "Men watching the kids." She was like, "Times sure have changed. I'm so happy to hear that." And I'm like, "Wow."
Wait, wife?
Relax. My life is amazing. Relax, young king.
I mean, you're Illuminati, bro. You
a lot of fathers watch the kids because a lot of people not together.
Know what that is. Let me
you know what I'm saying?
I think you threw up white power.
That could have been a blood. That could have been Proud Boy.
Yeah, that was Proud Boy.
I think you mean this, dog.
Men in Black. Now a lot of fathers watch kids though. A lot of fathers watch kids now. I mean, a lot of fathers watch kids because they're not with the parents. I mean, they're not together all the time. So a lot of the fathers do watch kids.
Yeah. But watching kids sound crazy.
I don't even like. Yeah, I don't like the term watching your. They're your kids. That's your kids.
Nah, it's your
spending
kids.
time with your family
Right.
is what we call it.
Spending time
Yeah.
with your family.
I mean, like I said, when they wham,
like,
that's really for the
thing
mom.
I don't like.
That sounds wild too, though.
Spending time with your family.
Wow, what else would you be doing?
Working.
Yeah. How about being home? Yeah, you're right.
We're not home. Like, when were men home, bro? Like, you work 12 hours a day. You go fucking hunt for 2 weeks straight. Like, there's no home. You go to war. Like, with this recent history,
really
men are just home all the time.
But it's the same for women too now. Though.
Women always used to be home.
Yeah, but now we're working.
And now you're pissed.
Home. Yeah, we are pissed. I'm mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want a guy to take care of you. You want that. You want the structure. Nothing wrong with the structure, I promise you.
That's what you want?
I don't want anybody to take care of me per se, but I would. Yeah, you're right. I do.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm not a feminist. Take care of me.
Time for that shit, man.
Isn't it lit to be taken care of? Isn't it kind of dope?
I don't know.
But wouldn't you like to entertain it?
To have a partner.
You do realize we like being taken care of too.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean? Does that mean financially?
I think Ebony K. Williams broke it down the best I've ever heard when she said, I will be the curator of the house. I will be the caretaker of the house.
Yes.
I make sure you got home cooked meals, hot food. She said, I will take care of the kids. I take care of your kids, meaning even if you got some other kids, I have your clothes washed. She was like, but I don't want to pay no bills.
Right, I don't want to have to work. That sounds good to me. I'm with it.
But
I will
that's
have
what we
3
say.
hot
When
meals
people
on the
know how to
table
do, when
every
you know
time
your
if
roles,
you're doing all of that.
when I know I'm the point guard and I know I got to throw the alley-oop to you, why the fuck if I'm the guy who's supposed to get the rebounds and I'm always throwing alley-oop to the point guard? That's not cool.
I don't know.
Know
that
your
analogy.
roles.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
That's what his therapist says the same shit all the time.
Andrew, you don't understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
Can you break it down in a way that I can
If you're a point guard, you need to throw an alley-oop to a guy who can dunk the ball.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you got another point guard, y'all just going to be throwing alley-oops to each other. Nobody's going to dunk.
But point guards can dunk too.
We understand that, but they usually don't be the dunkers.
But the metaphor,
you
don't want to see Chris Paul dunk, right? You want to see, what's it?
Giannis.
Yeah.
You want Giannis to dunk the ball. You want Chris Paul to throw it to him.
But you expect Giannis to dunk though, right?
That's what we're saying.
Expectation.
So you expect the woman. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All you gotta do is be a little dumb.
Yeah.
Just be a little dumb
You're
sometimes.
overthinking it, bro.
Yeah,
You're just
come on.
overthinking it.
So
Be a little
smart.
dumb sometimes, Doc.
So you want to pass the ball to your girl so she can dunk it? Is what you're saying? Or you want her to pass you the ball?
If I'm Giannis, I'm supposed to be the one dunking the basketball, doing all the dirty work and stuff like that, being down there and doing what I gotta do downstairs. Yo, she's supposed to be up there dribbling the ball and make sure everything good.
Yeah, I actually think you're saying the woman is the point guard, right?
Woman's the point guard at all times. She's the head. You know what I'm saying? She makes sure everything is good. We make sure we do all the dirty work. We go to work. We make sure the lane is clear for her to come in and drive and score points.
Not all the dirty work, though.
Nah, I mean, we do most of the dirty work, bro.
You ain't changing no diapers.
But that's traditional gender roles.
But
and
we gotta make that. That's her scoring points, though. Her changing, her cooking, be able to cook. We do all the dirty work so she get the money for the food.
Our
and the
jobs
Pampers.
got too easy. Now, I'm not saying what we do is easy, but it looks easy. Like if I ever post on my story of what's happening at the studio, my girl thinks I'll never get any work done ever. She's like,
you just fucking around, you shooting basketball,
playing
fucking boxing with wax.
Box with wax, T's and Alex. Like we just play games for a living.
I'm just
right?
with Charlotte all day.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all you did. You just hung out with Charlotte all day, like you did nothing, right? So I think what happens is like when that's the perspective, it's easy to think what you do as a woman is much harder. Back in the day, when you were working in a fucking coal mine, you think the wife ever complained about what you did at work? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm sure. Yes,
I'm
bro.
sure, bro.
Hell no.
This shit ain't just start happening.
No.
Absolutely.
Feminism just popped up after coal mines.
No, bro.
They closed the coal mines and then feminists started talking that shit.
No, why? Because somebody had a bigger house than her.
No.
So she got pissed off.
I promise you, bro.
But she also wasn't at work at all, you know?
Who was?
The woman whose husband was in the coal mine. She was always at home.
That's the thing.
Yeah, these women are working every day. They have to do everything that you're doing and still come home and take care of kids.
But why do you think that?
Do you think that these people came home from the coal mines and the wife didn't the wife didn't say, take that shit off before you come in the house?
Oh, yeah,
you always coming in here dirty every day. And the man sitting there thinking, working in the fucking coal mine.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that women try to go ahead and get all this money because they don't trust that the guy's going to provide and protect or be there with them forever? You think she'd
absolutely.
That's what I think
we have
it
to
is
have
too.
our security, you know, like Especially as black women,
if you solely
where
let the
a lot
guy
of
go ahead
times
and
we
be him,
come from families where our moms were single parents, a lot of us. So we feel like
So
we
it's
have
trauma.
to provide for ourselves, you know? Even when we have a man, we still have this little safety net. Like,
so whenever you just like
in
let go
case.
as a woman, you're basically saying, I'm giving all to you, and I think we're gonna be together forever. We're gonna make this work.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to say, I trust you wholly.
But why would you say
Tammy
I'll
brought up a
marry
good
you?
point that you're missing, bro.
Talk to me.
The fact that you probably saw that happen with your mom and her
Trauma.
relationship. So being that you're traumatized, you are just expecting this guy might not be around anyway. He might walk out.
Let me go get mine. Let me go get mine.
That's a great.
But then you look at certain cultures where like the dudes stay 100%, they don't leave, and the women got no fear that they're gonna leave. You know, like Latin women.
What's Latin women? What's Latin?
Like Puerto Rican, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, mine is good. Yo, what else is Puerto Rican? They Latin? What else?
Oh my god.
Caribbean.
What else? I heard
Black.
they something else.
Ask your fiance.
I know, but no, that
Spanish.
you got so many. Okay, Spanish.
Obviously, Spanish from Spain.
I never heard of what you said before, though.
African, Native American, Indio.
Yes, it's the whole day. I'm about to say,
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Diaspora.
It's the whole diaspora.
They're children of the diaspora. Okay, so what do we think about the baby, though?
Let's pay some bills and come back and talk about
let's
the baby.
get it. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I need to help y'all get some delicious meals delivered fresh to your crib. Now, we're all trying to get in shape and eat right, and Freshly can help, okay? Their delicious meals are designed by nutritionists. I messed up that word, but you knew what I meant, nutritionists. And they're cooked by chefs, making it easier to eat better. Grocery shopping and cooking can be a pain in the ass, especially right now. And with Freshly, you don't have to. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every week, so you can keep your fridge stocked and skip the trip to the store. Ordering is easy. Visit freshly.com and choose from over 30 delicious, satisfying, better-for-you meals like steak, peppercorn, sausage, baked penne, or their chicken pesto bowl. Freshly can fit your lifestyle with a variety of plans and meals to pick from that work for your dietary needs, preferences, tastes, and family size. And now our listeners can try Freshly for just $6.16 per meal. Think about that. $6.16 per meal is a bargain, way less than you'll have any other food delivered to your house. And this is just as fresh, but more nutritious. I just said that right. Okay, good. Stop searching, okay? Stop searching the internet for healthy food near me every night and start living life freshly. Your meals are always delivered fresh, never frozen, and are ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes. With new meals added each week, Freshly brings the convenience of chef-made, nutritionist-designed classics right to your kitchen. Right now, Freshly is offering our listeners $40 off your first 2 orders when you go to freshly.com/idiots. That's freshly.com/idiots. So stop stressing about dinner. Go to freshly.com/idiots for $40 off your first 2 orders. That's freshly.com/idiots for $40 off your first 2 orders. Now, very important. Are you carrying credit card balance month after month? I mean, you're not the only one. I can guarantee you that. High interest rates make it hard to pay off your debt, but Upstart can help. Join the thousands of happy borrowers who made that final payment. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple fixed monthly payment, okay? Unlike other lenders, Upstart looks at more than just your credit score, like your income and employment history. This means they can offer smarter rates with trusted partners. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. That's amazing. You can receive funds as fast as 1 business day away after accepting your loan, okay? Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/idiots. That's upstart.com/idiots. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. 1 loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and other certain information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/idiots. And now let's get back to the show.
The announcements are a very important part of what we do in church.
All right, Schultz, you got some church announcements?
Yes, the Infamous Tour. Check it out. We're in Charlotte. In a couple weeks.
Oh, you should go.
Oh, I will
Damn,
go.
you live in Charlotte?
Yes, I
I'll get
do.
you tickets.
Okay,
Whatever you want to
great.
come out, bring out. Bring a nice white boy.
Okay.
Have
I'll
a nice date. But yeah, Charlotte, come out. Dallas, Houston. We added some shows. Another one in San Francisco. Added another one in Chicago. Added another one in Austin for the special taping. That's dope. Philly. Just go to theandrewschultz.com. You get the full list of shows. And yeah, thank you guys so much for selling out all these shows. And it's pretty incredible. I'm excited to perform in these venues. It's going to be wild. So we're going to do some things to fill the space. It's going to be very special.
Has it? Big tall money. Wax, you got any church announcements?
Yes, sir. Go get that Who's Wax in dispensaries in LA. I got my gummies that's out. I gave Charlotte some. I know you're going to really like these. It's like the Delta 8s. They could go into stores. So I'll be in stores out here as soon as.
How many milligrams are there?
20 milligrams. So, you know. Yeah, eat half of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had somebody eat one yesterday. They was gone for 12 hours. They was gone. So, yeah, got the Who's Wax gummies out here. And also, I got the paintball fight, and I want to do the paintball wars, the podcast wars. So, y'all get y'all teams up. Y'all get y'all teams ready. And let's make it happen. It's really dope. And we also got the Bully and the Beast. I want y'all to listen to us every Wednesday and get that Patreon so you get it on Mondays.
Tam Bam, you got any church announcements?
Yes. Listen to us. We Talk Back. It's on Black Effect Network.
Hey.
Yeah, just tune into us every Thursday. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on Black Effect and anywhere you get your podcast.
There you go. We Talk Back podcast with Tam Bam and AJ. And make sure you go to blackeffect.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Anita Kopac's Shallow Waters will be out August 3rd. I don't know why I don't have the copy of the book with me, but it'll be out this Tuesday, August the 3rd. It's a young adult fiction book. It's a young adult fiction book about the African deity of the sea, Yemiya. And it'll be out this Tuesday on
Mermaid.
Oh, that sounds good.
It'll be out this Tuesday on Black Privilege Publishing, Atria, Simon & Schuster, everywhere you buy books. But you can pre-order. If you're listening to this on a Thursday, you can pre-order the book now. Or you could just wait until Tuesday when it comes out on August 3rd. All right? Now let's get back to the show. Now we had Adam Mosseri. You know who Adam Mosseri is?
Son, I want to talk to you about that.
Let's discuss.
So you guys had the CEO of Instagram,
Yes.
Adam Mosseri.
Yes, I met him a couple of years ago, actually.
And I love how you guys asked him about Boosie and getting his Instagram back. And
Boosie ain't never getting his Instagram back after what he said about Lil Nas X today.
why? What'd he say?
What'd he say?
He said he'll beat Lil Nas X's ass
For what?
for dancing in front of men. Exactly.
Why should that matter if those men want him to dance?
That's people just need to mind their business. But go ahead.
Well, there's no male strip clubs out here, right?
Yeah, there are. Chippendales.
Then why he not mad at them? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of other people that Boosie could be mad at.
It's
Right.
silly.
I don't know.
You know what's so genius about what Lil Nas X is doing? Is that outrage marketing is the most effective type of marketing, right?
Mhm.
Like, that's how you get eyeballs quickest to anything because it's something people are passionate about. And if people are passionate about something, they're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's trying to spark outrage.
No, not necessarily. Maybe I give a little pushback there. But that being said, what's genius about what he's doing is that, like, he doesn't have to fake the thing that people are outraged by. All these, like, political pundits that, like, lean into these positions, they may or may not really believe, but they know that it could lead to, like, dollars.
But that's why they don't rip.
Right. But Lil Nas X, the beauty of it is that the thing that people are outraged by, he actually really loves and is passionate about.
But that's my point. He's living his truth. Well, that's both our points. He's living his truth, right?
Yeah.
He's being who he is,
Yeah.
and it's causing people to have strong opinions about it.
There you
That's
go.
every great everything.
Yep.
Mhm.
And he's on the right side of history.
That's
with it.
right. Whether you're a
Like-
pundit, sports analyst,
It comes with it.
radio personality,
Delta.
podcast host, if you have a strong opinion, right?
Mhm.
People going to agree. Some people going to disagree. But as long as they have some type of strong emotion about you, you
Yeah.
win.
100%, man.
That's it.
100%. It's just it's cool to see it work out like that. Like, we just seen all these, like, political hacks, like, pretend to believe certain things because they know they could give them a career. And it's nice to see someone be like, nah, I'm gay and I'm cool with it. And then all these people, how the fuck? And they try to, like, they try to fold it into all these other things. They're
Yo,
like,
that's the weirdest shit,
that's
bro.
the most hilarious thing where they're like, oh, I'm religious and how dare he talk about the devil? And it's just like, bro, you had nothing to do with when Hellboy came out. Hellboy 2 came
Word
out.
up.
We ain't see you anytime we see the devil anywhere.
You
like,
violate every sin in the Bible.
literally every single one.
You violate every single sin in the Bible.
You know what you upset about, bro.
It's really, yo, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing in the world to me that people care about other people's sexuality that much. I hear heterosexual men talk about who gay men are sleeping with more than I hear gay men talking about who they fucking. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah, so I was just curious about what your thoughts were about their like policing policies, and like I also thought it was interesting what you were saying about like should they be regulated?
They definitely need FCC rules and regulations.
And give me, well, explain what FCC is and like give me that whole breakdown.
I think people think that when I say FCC rules and regulations, I'm talking about censorship. No, I'm just talking about that there should be certain policies that broadcasters have to follow. Like this, I can't say anything. You know what I mean? Howard Stern couldn't say anything when he was on terrestrial radio. Rush Limbaugh couldn't say anything. You would be held liable for certain things. I get lawsuits presented to me all the time. I get cease and desist all the time. Not all the time, but I've gotten them before, is what I'm saying. So I just want anybody who thinks they want to be in this broadcasting space to have to deal with the same shit that we got to deal with on radio and TV.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science here.
I give pushback about that because I love the freedom, but I think
it's not freedom, though. That's my point, Schultz. None of this shit is free, and you know that. There's a cost to everything that comes out of your mouth.
Schultz is Schultz.
There's no freedom of speech.
Freedom ain't free, but you're allowed to do it if you could pay the price. Or
yeah, really not though.
Well, you're a comedian, so it's a little different. Everything's supposed to be.
That's like right. I'm saying things that I'm basically going, hey, I'm doing this for comedic intent.
Yeah,
so,
you always get out.
Yeah,
but even comedians get in trouble though.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. It's a little different. Like
it's a lot different. The shit that is on the internet right now. The narrative that'll spread.
What about this idea? Like, this is something I've been thinking about a lot. Like, and I saw it happen in music, and I'm curious to see what happens with the other social media platforms. But like, for like a 5-year period, the record companies that usually dictate and control who the superstars of music didn't have control, right? During this whole like SoundCloud era where everything transitioned to like music online. And then you saw a bunch of artists pop up. They were really just promoted by the people, right? Like the people really like listening to their music and we push them to the top because they're like, yo, this is what we like, indulge in it. And now that the record companies have figured out how to manage streaming and developing those relationships, and the playlists are the new function the similar way that like radio functioned back in the day, and they've basically found a way to get control again, and they can like blacklist artists if they want. They can basically remove artists from the playlist, and that's where the streaming money comes from, and that's where it dictates album sales and all this other kind of stuff. So they found their control, right? When it comes to like social media, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all these different things, TikTok is a perfect example. TikTok is like real strict policy, right? On like what you can and can't say, certain words. And what they do is they basically have an AI, right, listen to every TikTok you post. And if they hear certain curse words, it flags it for review, and then could just take the audio straight off or whatever.
But they took me down because I was burning Palo Santo on TikTok.
It was probably bullying or some shit.
No,
like
they
that.
thought it was they thought it was a joint.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
None of my who's actually go up.
Yeah.
I did 5. I was doing 5 positive tips as I'm burning the Palo Santos, and they took it down.
And you know what? I guarantee that's an AI that just recognizes what it looks like, right? No different than like a camera can recognize your car running a red light or something like that. So they just see it looks kind of enough like weed. Okay, let's take the video down. So my concern with TikTok, right, is TikTok right now is the fastest place to grow your audience because the algorithm is so robust. Like if a video really works on TikTok, that shit can do millions of views. You notice that where your shit video goes viral every few weeks is unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable.
So if a creator wants to get attention, they're going to work within these rules, much like back in the day with TV. If we want to be funny on TV, we got to work within the rules of TV. We can't use certain curses, whatever.
Different network though. So you got cable, you got streaming, you got all
100%.
Right.
But what that means to me is these young creators are now going to be creating within the confines of the TikTok algorithm. So TikTok dictates what comedy exists on its platform and affects how comedy will exist kind of on all platforms. If that's your main one, right, you're going to continue to do things that are kind of like this. Same thing with the Instagram algorithm and the Instagram policy and the YouTube policy. The more constricted those policies get, the more they curate what comedy is, and then what other art forms are, what music are. Like, for example, if they just say, hey, if you curse in your music, we're not playing that shit on Spotify. Guess who all of a sudden ain't gonna be cursing that much?
Yeah, but guess what? It'll be a million other places that will play. Like we're acting like these rules and regulations don't already exist, and we haven't been living with them our whole life.
But here's the thing: we went away from them, and there was this period of freedom where we could have a crazy podcast, and I could build an insane career, like not only from this podcast.
Did we go away from them? No,
son. YouTube and all this freedom. Everything was free for me. Like, there's a reason why I could literally go from, doing like a comedy club with 50 people in it to doing theaters with thousands of people, right? I put my stuff out on a place that had absolute freedom. Yeah. And then all the comedy was happening on like fucking Comedy Central couldn't compete with what we were putting out.
I think you're putting yourself on the same level as a broadcaster, though. Like, Dave Chappelle's not Dan Rather. Dan Rather,
here's the difference with Dave Chappelle. Not to cut you, but like a guy that's as big as Dave Chappelle is worth the risk for the network, right? So like the network will go, okay, we're gonna have a bunch of trans people that are gonna be very upset about this joke that he says, but he's so prolific that it's worth any pushback that we
Yeah, but broadcasters, news announcers are different than comedians. It's a different license, a different way to do things. If Dave Chappelle gets on TV and says well, nowadays it's different, but if Dave Chappelle gets on TV and tells people some misinformation about the vaccine, it's like, oh, that's just Dave Chappelle. So somebody on CNN, MSNBC, Fox,
that's
a radio show gets on there and says
it's trouble.
That's an important distinction I should have made, which is like we have a little bit more artistic license. And like when we had Alex Jones on our podcast, we basically put up a disclaimer and we were like, yo, this is fun. Don't trust any bit of science. Don't trust any bit of information. Like we are doing this for parody, I think it was called, right? And we're protected under the parody laws. And YouTube basically has a law that says you're allowed to bully. I don't want to phrase like that. Basically, like there's a roast battle. That's bullying. But both people are signing up for it. So it's okay. It's not going to be looked at as like sexism or hatred or something like that. I guess I'm saying is, and I'm curious what your guys' thoughts about this, is like, at least for comedy, because that's the thing that nearest and dearest to my heart, is like, how much will these algorithms and what they say is okay and not okay to say affect how the comedy of the future is portrayed?
I don't think it affected at all, because comedians and musicians, they'll always, first of all, you should just go create whatever art you want to create. That's number one. And there'll always be a platform for it. We're acting like it's not uncensored platforms. I'm talking about specifically FCC rules and regulations for broadcasters.
Yes.
Because the misinformation is what's ruining the society right now, not the comedians.
But are we broadcasters now here?
Yes, but we're not doing news.
I'm a comedian. I'm not a broadcaster.
But we're not doing news is what I'm saying. Right. Some of these people set up their shows and they talk like they're newscasters. They talk like they're reporting news and they got stories about people.
Slow down.
They got this gossip and it's like, who? Like, no.
That's a good ass point. It's like, if you are operating as a news source, then you should have the same responsibility.
That's all I'm saying.
That news source has. But if you say, hey, this is a comedy show, and this could apply both for the Breakfast Club, this could apply for Flagrant or Brilliant Idiot. It's like, if we're saying, well, Breakfast Club's a little bit different because there's journalistic portions of it, but there's also just comedy.
I've gotten lawsuits for literally giving somebody Donkey of the Day for what they actually did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like literally they actually did that.
But that's tricky. Like, I think you should have artistic license with Donkey of the Day. Like, I think you should be able to make jokes and it should be comedy. But at the same time, if you're interviewing a guest, I like the fact that you have the expectation of that being traditional journalism. So it's like,
absolutely.
If I'm you, I'm like, nah, this is conflicting. Don't give me one set of rules. For this, I'm doing comedy. For this, I'm being a journalist.
All I know is I'm a broadcaster.
Right.
And so being that I'm a broadcaster, there's just consequences and repercussions to the things that come out of your mouth. All I'm basically saying is, for everybody that feels like they want to do this, they should have to deal with same costs that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Because all of these people feel like they're on the level, right? They think it's a even playing field, like, oh, we got our YouTube show, you got your radio show, you got your podcast, whatever. Okay, so since you think we're on an even playing field, let's be on an even playing field with the FCC rules and regulations.
It's easy to get your views up when you're just saying crazy shit that's not even true that people are terrified
and all that type of shit.
Like, if you just say, every single day you start your podcast or your title of your news show, whatever it is on YouTube, is like, new variant of COVID is killing 8 out of 9 people.
Bro, I saw a headline yesterday.
Like, of course I'm gonna click it.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw a headline yesterday that said, woman gets legs amputated after getting vaccine.
And that happened. It just had nothing to do
It
with
had
it.
nothing to do with it. Like, what the
Right.
fuck?
It just happened to be after.
Yes. But I clicked on it. And I was like,
clickbait.
Have to. Yeah.
I had to see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
But I just want everybody to have this. And comedians and musicians, creatives, they're different.
Yes,
but if you're a broadcaster,
Totally
if you're
different.
a person that's giving out information and news, even gossip and all that shit like that, you should have to deal with the same rules and regulations that we do. You think Wendy Williams ain't never got sued?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
That's really interesting, especially when you enter the blogosphere. Like, what expectations do we have for blogs?
To at least have some, man.
Like
Even
the shade room, like, do they have to tell the truth? Do they not?
yes, you should. Even if listen, everybody's entitled to have their own opinion. You're not entitled to have your own facts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You know, you can't have your own facts.
You know the
That's
fact.
true.
You just can't. If there's actual facts out there, you have to report the facts.
That's interesting.
That's it. You can have your own opinion all day long, but you can't have your own facts. And you can have your own opinion about the facts.
Yeah. Just
As
make
long as
sure
you
you
report the
stay-
facts.
Yeah.
Make sure you got the fact.
But
What
even
we
if it's
saying now?
gossip, even if they say, hey, this is just gossip.
Gossip.
Yes.
Oh, it still has to be factual.
Look, do you think back in the day when Wendy used to get on the radio and call people gay, she didn't get hit with lawsuits and shit like that?
Oh, really?
Because back in the day, that was considered slander and defamation. You know what I mean? I don't know how the laws are now, but back then, absolutely, 100%.
I didn't know that.
You couldn't just say anything. Who did Chloe just send a cease and desist to?
Probably me.
Shut up. All I'm saying is I just want everybody, it's got to be some rules and regulations. And I'm not talking about censorship.
I understand what you're saying. I think that would resonate more. It's like, I think when people hear censorship, obviously we're fearful because we're worried that we can't say certain things. I still want you as a journalist to say certain things on your network, and I don't want them to be censored by the government if it goes against what the government might want. I think that's a fear. But you just like, if you're just basically like, hey, if we're out here calling ourselves the bearers of truth, let's make sure that we got some truth.
That's right.
Right.
And by the way, there's nobody that y'all love. Everybody that y'all love, I guarantee you, they were on TV and radio. They played in that FCC
so
shit.
they know exactly
From
what
the
it is.
Limbaughs to the Stearns to whoever.
I got a question for you on that same shit. And I thought this was really interesting. I think like Norway said that they were proposing a law. If you are using Photoshop to augment a person's picture to sell a product, should you have to mention that in the ad?
Yes.
I agree too.
Right.
Because what you're doing is you're falsely portraying how the product works or how someone looks in it. Like 100%. And I think now with all these filters and that kind of stuff, especially these like models, Kardashians that, hey, I look so great in my skin suit. And it's like, do you look good in your skin suit or do you look good after Photoshop makes you look good in a skin suit?
Yeah.
Right.
And it creates like an unfair expectation of what you should do. But that's kind of the same thing you're talking about just physically.
That's
it's like
it.
you're presenting something that's not real that is making people feel uncomfortable
That'd
in
be
a way.
fucked up if they take that away from the girls, though.
Oh, yeah, it'd be fucked up, but it'd make all of our girls feel so much better about themselves.
Absolutely.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a thing now for girls.
What do you alter?
Everybody loves the filter.
Mm.
I don't
But
know.
if they
I
go
guess it'll
away,
be like a
you think it'd be
face
less
filter.
pictures?
Huh?
If it go away, you think it'd be less pictures?
No, it wouldn't be less pictures.
They just find another way.
People might be unhappy though. I know a lot of women would be unhappy.
That's the other problem too, man. I'm telling you, social media is impacting people's regular
Self-worth.
human behavior.
Life.
Yes, motherfuckers
Yes.
got low self-esteem, insecurity, self-worth.
Watching
Like,
other people's shit though.
man, I'm telling you, they got to put a bullet in
they
this shit
faking.
soon, bro.
They got a what?
They got to put a bullet in this shit soon.
Women are literally going to like the plastic surgeon with a filter picture of
Yes.
themselves to say, "Make me look like this."
I don't even think we realize the impact social media is having. You said something earlier when we first started this convo. I forgot how you worded it, but they really don't understand the power that they hold.
Bro, they do understand, and that's what's scary.
I don't think they do. Adam said, yo, when we first started this stuff, like, it was just like a outlet, right? But he was like, and when I asked him, should they FCC regulate? He said, yeah, because these platforms have turned into like broadcast networks.
I'll be honest, it's bigger than broadcast. Broadcast
Easily
was filtered, right? The talent that would go on broadcast. I mean, you only had a few people who tell you the news every night.
Yeah.
At 7:00, you have 5 people who tell you the news. That's it.
But
on
those
5 different channels.
Those 5 people had to tell you the facts.
They had to say facts, and there's a lot of, or they had to at least, disclaim in some way. They'd at least share the news as they saw it with information that they had. But I think that social media, since every person is on it right now, I think you almost got to look at it like a utility. like water, like
It's a tool.
But like I think it's got to be. I think there has to be somebody at least looking after it in the same way. Like you can't just give people shitty water. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the FCC.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not one for censorship.
Clean version.
But I'm not talking about censorship. I'm talking about regulate rules. Yes. It's like an N1 player that can ball out in Harlem.
Yup.
But he get on the NBA court.
It's different.
It's different.
But how about this? If TikTok, now they say that they're not owned by their Chinese company, it's completely separate, sure. But if TikTok starts getting rid of any video that's critical of the way that the Chinese have, imprisoned the Uyghurs or anything critical of China,
what
right?
Did you say?
The Uyghurs.
Andrew said at 2:07.
Wait a minute, Andrew.
At 2:07:48, he finally said it. We got him. Reddit.
So we had a on for the special. I don't even know if anybody caught it, but there was some line where we were saying like, and it's it's fucked up that China's imprisoning all the white people that want to be black in China. Oh, it's pronounced Uyghurs.
I saw that.
I thought that was a good.
You got hella backlash for that.
No, nobody said anything.
The Asians were on your ass.
No, but do you know the word I'm trying to play?
Uyghurs.
Yeah.
White people that want to be black.
Yeah. I caught that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what Uyghurs were. I knew what Uyghurs were. I didn't know what Uyghurs were.
Uyghurs are the Muslim Chinese.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Concentration camps. But yeah, so it's like if a bunch of videos on TikTok are up there criticizing them for that, and then all of a sudden those videos disappear. Like Reddit is, I think owned like 50% by like China or something like that, or they own some large stake in it. And you can't find a video about free Hong Kong or whatever on Reddit without it getting wiped off of any page. So like there's going to be influence on these platforms. Right. And if these platforms, imagine China could put some shit in the water that just made people sterile in America. Would you let that happen? It's a utility now. Baby.
Yeah, some of these people be lying though. Because yesterday when Adam was on, people were saying like, oh, they take down all the free Cuba stuff and all the free Haiti stuff in Palestine. I'm like, I see that on my page all day long. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
I see both sides represented, but I see it all the time. I just think my point is this shit has to be regulated. This shit is a Frankenstein monster that is out of fucking control at this point. And it's easy to say, it's great that we got creatives and comedians and this and that. Now it's way bigger. When you got world leaders on Twitter tweeting.
But who decides truth? That's the tricky thing. Like,
does the
government decide truth? Y'all don't want that.
I don't think the truth is hard to find.
Yes, it is, bro.
Why?
They get to decide what the truth is.
Yeah.
It is.
Now we got so much video.
The problem is there's so much truth. I can find some truth that supports you. I can find some truth that supports me. But the reality is most of the truth fits in the middle. I mean, like when we were doing the Netflix special, those Turn Your Phone videos, we would kill ourselves finding the truth. It would take the longest part of that whole process was just finding what really happened. What's real? Like,
that's because there's so much bullshit out there.
Yes, but the bullshit serves what people want. People want confirmation, not information. So
I don't think that's truth, though. I just think that's information that's out there that confirms whatever you think already.
Well, that's what people want. They want the information that confirms.
That is the problem.
But they also want to match what they said.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
As soon as they get that, it's over.
I'm telling you, we have no. And by the way, there's no putting the toothpaste back into YouTube at this point. It's over.
But what's next, though? What you think?
That's the
Instagram?
problem.
Yeah. You
that's
think it's going to be another monster after Instagram?
I think, you know how we, I don't know if it's about regulation as much as about letting people know. Like, there's a diet. You have to look at the things that you consume every day. I think my boy Ben Uyeda was the one who came up with this theory. Brilliant guy. He built this studio for us with my boy Mike Montgomery as well. But he said, you got to look at it like your diet, right? Like, back in the day, you just eat anything. It was like hamburgers, fries. They said everything was fine for you. Cigarettes were fine for you. They didn't say shit. The hamburgers. But like there was no nutritional facts that were put on the packaging or nothing. You just ate everything. Everything was fine. And then eventually people start realizing, if you eat certain things, you could get obese, you get cancer.
Won't have
These
a man.
things are bad. You won't have a man. Obviously, very bad. So we started going, okay, I gotta ease up on certain things for my diet so I can be healthy. And I think the same thing goes for information. Like, what if we get to a point, and Ben was saying that, he's like, why don't we get to a point where we could distill what is healthy information, what is unhealthy information? If there's a motherfucker at a desk on their YouTube channel just spouting off bullshit, right? Maybe you don't say he can't say that, but you can say something like, we can't confirm that these things are are real. I'm not exactly sure what the censorship would be or how it is, but I do understand the idea of a healthy diet.
That's it. And that's what the FCC
of information.
The FCC will make sure that there's a healthy diet of information that is streamed via social media.
But are they doing that for the channels that exist right now? Fox News, super biased, CNN, super biased, CNN just saying fucking bullshit every single day, Fox News saying bullshit every single fucking day. None of them are truthful, and these are the ones that are monitored by the FCC. Matter of fact, if you didn't have independent media, you didn't have guys like Rogan and shit that were actually letting people speak and like giving a platform for truth, we'd all be out here believing all the bullshit we saw on Fox News or MSNBC.
I think Fox, CNN, MSNBC, they all know how far they can go.
Yeah.
They're not gonna ever step over. And don't get me wrong, Fox gets sued quite often. By the way, CNN, MSNBC, they get sued too.
As they should.
Absolutely. All of them should if they're reporting some bullshit or some false information. What happened? You gotta go?
No, I just want some water.
Oh. They're all if they spewing some false information, they gotta fucking go. Simple as that. Like get fined, something. I just want people to have consequences
I ain't even know
to
you
their
could sue
goddamn
them. I
actions.
ain't know
For their
somebody used some
alternative
false
facts.
information you could sue them.
You can't sue social media. That's the problem. Those platforms aren't being held liable for the false information that they're spewing. I asked Adam that too. Do you think y'all should be held liable?
And we're like, nah, we just a space for people to put this
No,
shit.
he didn't say no. He just said that, it's tricky. But the same way if they don't say Charlamagne, they sue Charlamagne, they sue Charlamagne, they sue iHeart. You know what I mean? They sue Power 105. Like there's entities that they go after. It should be the same way on social media. You allow this person to get on this platform and spew some bullshit, I'm coming after this person for slander, defamation, and libel, and malicious intent, and the platform because y'all gave them the platform.
Yeah, I disagree. iHeart only has so many employees, and only so many employees that are actually saying things. Whereas Instagram has probably billions of people that are on it. You can't possibly monitor billions.
That's their fault. But that's whose fault is that? Hire more money. They making all this money.
Well, they doing something because they damn sure be taking down my who's wax pictures and shit like that. So somebody monitoring something. They ain't damn sure ain't just monitoring me.
Right.
I hope not.
You guys tell us what you think a good idea would be, man. I am actually really curious to the answer.
I think FCC rules and regulations have to happen, bro. I just really do, especially for social media, and mainly because of the broadcasters, not because of the creatives, the comedians, the musicians. That's never music is never going to be censored anyway. It's the freaking broadcasters.
You want news. You want news to go through some sort of filter where hopefully there's some truth in it. Yeah. Whereas when it comes to art, you're like, paint whatever you fucking want, right. Sing about whatever you want, do comedy about whatever the fuck you want. I don't think that many people would disagree on that. It's just finding who the arbiters of truth are going to be is tricky. Okay, what we got?
Talkspace. Salute to Talkspace. The world is racing to get back to normal and start meeting up in person again. But after the year we've had, getting back to feeling normal takes time. If you're feeling overwhelmed by it all, you're not alone. It's important to find the support you need to face those feelings and move forward. Whether you're a parent, student, millennial, or someone just having a hard day, Talkspace can provide the support to help you feel better with a single message. Set goals with your therapist, and they can help make sure you're really progressing. Wax says he wants to go to individual therapy.
I need that.
Talkspace might be a good start. You know what I mean? Talkspace works around your schedule at your convenience. Send and receive unlimited messages with your dedicated therapist in the app. And whether you're experiencing depression, anxiety, or other problems, Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform to help you sort through any issue. Talkspace therapists are experts in dozens of specialties: anxiety, depression, relationships, and more, to help you start feeling better. Start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code IDIOTS. That's $100 off when you use code IDIOTS at Talkspace.com. We got another space, right? Our people at Squarespace, man, salute to Squarespace. They've been riding with us for a long time. Domains, websites, online stores, marketing tools, whatever you need, Squarespace got it. They're the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. You'll find what you need, whether you're showcasing your work, blogging and publishing content, selling products and services, announcing upcoming events, or anything you can dream of. Buying a domain from Squarespace is easy because there are no hidden fees or price hikes. And get to know your audience with the analytics tools. Those include insight on page views, traffic sources, time on site, audience geography, and more. It's all so simple too. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. All websites are optimized for mobile. Your site looks great on any device. Every Squarespace website and online store comes with a suite of integrated features and useful guides that help maximize prominence among search results. these SEO tools are paramount, okay? Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code idiot to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiot with offer code idiot for 10% off your first purchase. Let's get back to the show. Ask an idiot. If you were forced to spend an entire day with a clone of yourself, what would you do? What would you do?
I go.
Tell jokes back and forth with myself.
That's it?
Yeah. And smoke weed with myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Freestyle rap with myself.
Oh, can you freestyle?
No.
You-
but
you-
on drugs, I think I can.
What if you was with yourself, Tammy, and you like, damn, I see why you single. I don't like you. I'm asking.
Oh, I guess that would be a good way to have some awareness about who I am. Is to sit down with a clone of myself.
That's actually a good thing, though. We all should do that. Like, you can look in the mirror and have those
I'm about to say, why don't you just look in the mirror?
Well,
You'll be two people.
Yeah, it's not the same though as having a conversation
Because they
with a
can't
phone.
talk back to you.
Right.
If
Man.
you record something, you can record play it back
Stop
to you.
All jokes aside, how real can you be with yourself? That's the hardest thing. It's so
Yeah.
easy for us to keep it real with other people. How real can you be with yourself?
Yeah, that's true. It's
Like,
hard.
because you know you better than you. No.
You know what I do? I just tell myself, you do.
Nobody
You
knows you better than
Because you know better you than anybody else does. How
Yeah.
real can you be with yourself?
You know what you do? Just
But
bring
do you
yourself
really know
all the way
yourself
down to
better
the
than
bottom,
you?
and then anything else it'd be a little bit better.
Like what?
Just keep telling yourself that you're not the best and everything like that, and then everything else that do happen, anything somebody tell you, it'd be better than what you think about yourself.
But I'm just talking about being honest about your flaws. All of them.
I think you need.
All of them. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, everything that's
That's
wrong
hard.
with you.
I don't think you should.
No,
Why?
something must be wrong with me.
I
'cause
think you should be
do.
kind to yourself.
I think
But you should be honest with yourself too.
I think you need a certain amount of honesty, but I think you need a certain amount of delusion. And I think that you have to like find that balance. And I think the delusion is what's going to drive you. I mean,
to
like,
go.
you got to be delusional to think that you should just talk into a microphone and then millions of people will just listen and be entertained.
You gotta
That's
have
a
balls.
delusional fucking
Yeah.
I don't
thing.
think that's delusion.
Because you're delusional.
But no.
Yeah. Because you're delusional.
No.
That's why you don't think it's delusional.
I just think it's some shit that I did. Somebody said I was good at it, so I just kept doing it.
No,
By the way,
I'm
I've
so
never had the
delusional.
mindset, you have to like me.
No. What I'm saying is like,
More for entrepreneurs though.
yeah, if you want to build that thing, right? Like if it helps, like thinking big, dreaming big, and not really just blacking out what the criticism of that could be. Because if you want to be 100% real with yourself, you could sit down there and think of all the reasons why it wouldn't work.
I do though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't.
Shit.
You can't do that because once it's like a cancer. Once you get that negativity
It
is like
can
a
just
cancer.
feed
and
on
it's gonna
itself.
feed
It's
on
the
that.
easiest
You don't
emotion.
go. I don't even go that way. When I hear that, I do not even let that
Absolutely.
tap into me. I keep on going forward.
Like, why should I
But
just sit there?
I know
and
I'm
focus
delusional.
on
Look all the
negative?
companies,
Yeah.
all the stuff I always got. Like I'm always got something going. I'm very delusional. I always do
No,
that.
you're not. Because listen to what you just said. It's not like we don't hear it.
Right.
We dismiss it.
You
You know
right?
what I mean? So you can tell yourself why this wouldn't work, why that wouldn't work. It'll be other people telling you why it won't work, why it won't work. Like, whatever, I'm going to still give it a shot.
Yeah, but that's what he's
Yeah.
saying. I'm delusional to think that all these people are going to be grabbing who's wax. I'm going into different
I don't think
companies.
that's delusion. I think we're using the wrong word.
Yeah. I don't,
Okay, so maybe it's not delusion, but basically what we're saying is like, in order to do great things, you need to think differently than people, right? You need
Outside
to
the
be-
box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and all of us have a little bit of that in ourselves, and that allows us to have like a huge advantage over those people who go, I could never do that. There's so many people trying to do that. Like, I've
Yeah.
never thought like that in general, but I do recognize that some of my thinking might be to seem to others to be delusional, but to me is completely reasonable. Like
Mhm.
completely
Mhm.
You
reasonable.
know why? Because it's your dream.
Yep.
right.
God-
then it's no
God-
longer delusional.
That's
then.
right.
Exactly. But other people might think it. They might describe it that way. To me, it doesn't seem
I
that way.
think God designed us all a certain way. He all gave us something. And when we tap into that something, we accomplish our goals and our dreams. Something tapped into you and said, you know what, Schultz, you should be a comedian.
Yeah.
Something hit Tammy and said, oh, she should be a hairdresser.
Mhm.
Something hit Wax and said, Wax, you should be Wax. Because there's nobody that can be Wax. Right? I'm serious.
No real shit.
So it's just like once that thing
I'm about to
gets
say, what the fuck am I?
a mermaid. Once that thing gets turned on, you can't turn it off.
Yeah.
So that lets you know it's a part of you.
What if you heard somebody got fired 4 times from the same job? Would you think maybe that job isn't for them?
No, I'd have to hear the reasons. I'd have to hear the
What if a
reasons.
rapper gets dropped from a label 4 times? Do you think he should still
I
try
have
rapping?
to hear the reasons.
All right, maybe that's different.
I guess I understand what
Because
you're saying.
experience, though.
Because one way to interpret that could be, oh, this is not for me. This is a sign from God. And then another way, someone who might have a little bit more dreaming in their thinking or delusion, whatever you want to call it, might go, nah, this is just the road less traveled and it's harder to get there. And these are all trials and tribulations that I get there. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you need to have enough insecurity where you want to improve and be better, but you need to have enough delusional confidence where you keep on track and know that that's the thing you must do and nothing will stop you.
You got to be dumb.
What if we just call it confidence?
Yeah, confidence.
Yeah, confidence.
Right.
Confidence.
That's what it is.
I'm
right?
using delusion as like a hyperbolic
You're
term.
saying like the Steve Jobs quote when Steve Jobs said, the crazy people are the ones who think they're are crazy enough. The people who change the world are the ones who are crazy enough to believe
exactly.
they
Are
can.
they really crazy? No, but that type of thinking might seem crazy to someone who is.
I'll always
isn't
say
thinking
stay
that
dumb.
way.
If I'm too smart, I'm gonna go past it or something like that. I'm so dumb. I'm going after the things that I'm going after. A smart person will not be.
Because they're gonna look and be like, it'd be too difficult to get into the weed market. So many people are
they
there.
read the books and worry about this is going to cancel you. When you reading all that shit, it's going to definitely deter you from all the things the way I went in. I went in a totally different way.
So it's great you
know what I'm
can't
saying?
read.
Amen. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a Forrest Gump kind of thing.
Everything I'm doing because I was dumb. If I was smart, I would not be doing the things I'm doing right
Damn,
now.
you think Wax dumb?
No, I don't think he's
I know
dumb.
that. Why you
He
acting
has like
dumb?
a Forrest Gump thing kind of going.
But I'm
like-
just saying, if I was
like-
smart,
No, Forrest. Like,
Why? He's like
'cause
smart,
he's,
but presents as
super,
dumb.
literal all the time, but just exceptional at the same time.
Yeah.
I just know myself.
Do you?
I do.
I think therapy is
Who are
tearing
you?
you apart.
No, it's not. Listen, I know
Pulling
exactly.
back those layers.
No, I know exactly who I am. It's just that's why I do the things that I do. I don't try to do things and that's not my lane, that I know I'm not supposed to be there. I don't give a fuck about all the other
Now,
things.
see, that's interesting too.
I know my place.
Shouldn't you step outside of your lane though?
He
Yeah,
does.
but
he
I
started
do.
doing weed. He has a fucking paintball thing.
I was
He
doing
had a
chickens. What are you
Chicken
talking
farm.
about? This is like, you ever heard somebody who do anything things I do?
But you
Yeah,
just said
it's-
you stay in your lane.
I stay in the lanes that I know how to do. You know, you see me read
Oh, so
the
you
book
like
anywhere?
chicken, you like paintball, you like
I'm just saying,
weed.
these are things I don't mind doing outside the box, but you're not going to see me be like, oh, I'm about to be a librarian. I'm not reading no fucking books with y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna fuck my brain up. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
No, it's not. It's actually going to make your brain better.
I like putting other things in my brain,
All right.
like experiences more than like words.
I got you. Okay.
Forrest Gump.
All right. Very revere. Need advice from my guys on how to get over a 6-year relationship with my girl ending. Wow, that's you, Tammy.
How's that mean?
Somebody told me they was in 3 6-year relationships earlier.
Earlier today,
That was not me.
Who was that? That told me that.
Somebody
He was
just
like it was
said that.
666. Somebody just said
Somebody
that.
just said that. 666. Oh, Mo.
Mo.
Lil Mo.
Oh shit, you're right. Never mind. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta damn, bro. Watch a lot of porn.
It's going to take 3 years to get over a 6-year relationship.
get out of that.
No way.
Get out of that.
Not
To
for a
fully
guy.
get over it takes half the time.
Not for a guy.
To fully get over it?
Nah, you be out of there in a minute. Just next
Yeah.
time you like a girl, you don't even have to. It's not even fucking. Like you're gonna get under something. You can be all right, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna actually like a girl. Once you like a girl, you're
It
gonna
might be a career
completely
change.
forget
It might
about
be
the
something
last
else. Love
Is that how it
might-
works for y'all?
It might replace
Yeah,
something
I've
else. It
not-
might
I've
it
never
might
been
replace with a
20.
job. That love might replace with something else with a guy. And 6 years, ouch. I don't know.
Also, how small a town? Do you have to bump into her and shit?
Yeah, you probably get away.
Maybe that's why New York is easier. It's like you could break up with your girl, live in the
Never-
same fucking neighborhood, not see her. again.
200 other girls walking
Yeah,
past
like-
every day. Yeah, it's a little
Now you're gonna
different.
be all right, bro. You're gonna
Yeah.
be all right, man.
That's it.
More penises.
And then we try to like be better. So usually when we break up with someone, we try to
But finding
Get in
another
shape,
penis is like
Oh,
going
yeah.
make
back.
more money, look
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
That
Look
makes
what
us
he's
feel
missing
better.
out on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have
Mhm.
had this. This could have been us.
Y'all.
That's what we do.
Ah,
The getting in shape part is the most important.
Yeah, we
But
all
that's
do
fucked
that.
up
We
'cause
change our
it's-
hair. We start getting in
Because
shape.
if I'm only checking on you on social media to see how you look,
mhm.
so you start looking.
So if you
and go,
glowing up,
I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you're also like, man.
If you
if
get fat and you start looking crazy,
that's why I
Now you
left. I
feel
dodged the
bad.
bullet.
Yeah, you feel yeah. But at the same time, if you lost that weight while we're together, maybe we've still been together.
whoa,
Not
Holy
not,
shit.
not in like a bad
Whoa.
way. I'm
Well,
just
so
saying.
you dumped her because she was fat.
I didn't dump her because she was fat.
That's what you said.
She broke up with me. She was social distancing. You know what I mean?
She wanted more space.
That's it. You know what I mean?
She hated our bed.
Yeah, she's like, I think we should take some space. I'm like, ain't you taking enough goddamn space? Look at you. That's fucking crazy out here.
All right, John M1021. Would you rather have our oceans 100% explored or 25% of space explored? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's nice.
What is it? If you rather have our
Would you
ocean-
rather have 100% of our oceans explored or 25% of space explored?
25% of space explored.
Nah, bro. The
The
ocean.
ocean might be a
Right.
lot.
The ocean, bro.
Because you know what?
You're
The
out of your
ocean is
mind.
actually the space.
Here we go.
No, I'm telling
Here we
you, some
go.
people told me like
Here we
the
go.
moon makes the water move.
That's actually true. Yeah,
Come on,
the
talk
tides.
to me. I can actually do this a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn this space shit. I don't think nobody ever went up there.
Could we even determine what 25% of space
That's
is?
what I'm saying.
We might have already did 25%.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I
it's a
probably
How do
great
you-
point. Space is infinite.
No, space is so big. How you did 25%?
Or at least the galaxies.
Nah, bro, we've
I
seen
mean,
a
this
spec-
one galaxy, the Milky Way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we did 25% of space, we would for real know if there was other life forms out
For
there.
sure.
For real know. That's the only reason I want 25% of space. That being said,
But what's
them
down there, though?
Those aliens could be living down in the
Oh,
water.
that's
That's
what
where
I'm
I think they
saying.
at, though.
The ocean would be way more popping.
That's such a smaller area compared to
And we can't go
space,
down
right?
there. Nobody's gonna go down there on
You
vacation.
know how
I'm
big
gonna
the
go under
water is? The
for
water is
fucking
90%
two
of the
hours.
world.
75
Space is,
listen,
every
Earth,
star
right?
you see is like another sun.
Earth is 90% of the world.
No, it's 70. What?
What?
How much?
How much of what?
Earth is
He
what
just
now?
said
How much the
Earth
water?
is 90%.
No,
Oh,
you're
okay,
saying
well,
ocean is
the
90% of the
Earth
earth.
not 100% of the world?
No,
No.
it's not 100% of the world.
The
Earth
water is
90%.
90%.
What's the last 10% of the world, yo?
Water.
Son,
How much is water percent of the world?
75. Like
All right,
75.
that's cool. It's a couple of percent off.
So water is 75%
Yes.
of the world.
Of the
It is.
earth. That's what
So
you're
that's a-
saying.
Yes,
You don't
water,
know what's down
75%
there,
of the
y'all.
world is water. Yes.
Probably aliens down there. They probably making us all look up for no reason.
I
They
think it's
down
some
there.
shit that I would much rather see what's going on in the ocean. I'm not gonna lie. The ocean is way more interesting.
Is it though?
I think so, because I know what's out there in space.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
It's more, it's things.
How you know
We
that?
want to find
It's
out
gotta
what they are.
be.
This guy's
And what's
crazy.
more in the ocean? Just fish. Just
Yeah.
weird looking fish.
No,
Listen, let me
You
tell you
actually
shit
know
down
what the
there.
shit looks like in the ocean. You don't know what aliens look like.
We don't know what's all the way down there. And I'm
Don't
gonna tell you
know
something
what's
else. I
down
got
there.
another theory. You know what UFOs are?
Mm.
The rich billionaires from other planets.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They got dope cars.
Ooh.
UFOs.
I
Big
saw
engines.
that meme too.
Yes.
It's the Jeff Bezos of another
UFOs
planet.
are the wealthy people of
Nah,
other
he's right.
planets.
They either the wealthy or I was thinking about this too. I was like,
Or
are
like
they the
these
richest
guys did.
or are they the poorest?
No.
Right? Not think about like the people that came to America, right? Like pilgrims and shit like that. Motherfuckers trying to get away from
Bro.
oppression. Like,
Yo.
are they just trying to leave their country where they're getting
They
by
ran
like
over the
Cubans?
wall.
Are they
Yo.
space Cubans?
They
They're
tried to jump
space
over the
Cubans.
wall.
What if there's so much wealth on other planets and so much intelligence?
So we got the broke motherfuckers.
That's right. That even the poor and disenfranchised can travel through space.
Mhm.
They probably Mexican.
But then it would be more of them. We would see them more, don't you think?
I
Yeah.
think we do.
We don't see them
You
enough.
think you see him every single day?
I think we do, bro.
Nah.
I think we wouldn't know an alien if it walked up to us right now.
How do you know that I'm not an alien?
You might. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might be.
that guy right there might move every
I
night.
thought you were a black woman.
I am both.
That's an alien.
I am a black woman. I am an alien, and I am Andrew Schultz.
Listen, I would love
What if
to
I
be.
told you guys right now that I'm an alien?
I
would
would believe
believe
it.
It
I
would be-
believe it.
It would explain everything.
A whole lot.
Remember how earlier y'all was trying to explain Simone Biles and this? That would explain everything to us.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
think I'm an alien, but I do have a curious thing about my birth that nobody has understood, and my parents cannot describe.
Let's go there. Let's go.
Adopted.
Explain.
My mom doesn't remember giving birth. My mom doesn't remember her water breaking. My dad wasn't there for it. My mom was pregnant with me, with my dad. And a week before the birth, nobody can account for.
Amazing.
You just
So maybe they
adopted.
were adopted.
Duh.
You just-
She was pregnant with me
Adopted.
for 9 months.
That's what she says.
Duh, how would you know? You wasn't there.
You were exactly.
Where was you at?
How would
I mean,
you
I
know?
saw the pictures and like
Pictures ain't shit.
Eh,
well, I guess so. I mean,
Little
I do have blood work and everything that says that
allegedly.
Yeah, that's true. I
Did
should
you
check
do
out.
it?
Say what?
Did you swab the mouth?
So I'm like my parents. So what do you think that is? Do you think it's possible? It's possible I could be adopted.
Okay.
Or the
It's-
stork. Maybe that stork shit was real back
Stork
in the
shit
day.
is real, or it's possible that I could be an alien and that My mom was artificially inseminated.
Or you was
by
in a
another
manger.
life form. And they had to deliver me because obviously I was going to be different than a regular baby.
I think it's that one.
I think it's adoption.
I think it's an alien.
Well, either way, I'm adopted if I'm an alien, right? I'm adopted by my mother.
You Superman, bro.
I'm Superman,
You
dude.
fucking Clark Kent, bro.
But isn't that weird? Like, and I've asked them about that, and they're like, "Yeah, we just really don't know." It's like a weird
That's
thing, and I was
amazing.
like, "That's like a really big thing for you guys to not discuss."
That don't bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me, Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tammy,
So for a
tell
week
Tammy
before you were
don't
born,
say
nobody
nothing bad
knows what
about
was
it.
happening. This
For a
was
week.
this the 70s?
83, I was born.
83.
83, I was born.
Okay.
And then, yeah, there's just other weird shit. But like, yeah. So yeah,
What's the other weird shit?
there's like certain places we can't go.
Huh?
They might have just been doing some
This
drugs.
is amazing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you
They
go
might have
there and
just
see
been doing
everybody
some
look just
drugs.
like you?
What are you talking about, bro?
There's just certain places we're not.
You
allowed
really
to go.
Mexican?
No,
bro. Like, what
I
you
think
mean?
certain
Yo,
places we're not allowed to go, dude. And
Where
there's
by
certain places-
Ashton
America?
Kutcher's house?
like multiple places. Like for example, when I went to the you guys are gonna think I'm crap. Forget it. I don't even wanna talk about it.
No, I need to know.
Ashton Kutcher's house.
I went to the pyramids in Egypt, and my parents promised me. They made me promise
Don't cry.
that the big pyramids in Giza were fine. They made me promise that I would not go to. They made promise that I would not go to another pyramid thing. Actually, the original pyramids that were like further south. And I was like, we don't have any plans on going there. And then they're like, okay, well, that's
Why?
it. I don't
That's
know.
a random request
Yeah.
for
And then,
two people from Manhattan to make a best friend. Huh?
Yeah.
Like, that is a
Why don't you
request.
like Google
I went
who
to
you
the
look like?
pyramids in Mexico, and and they asked me what time of year I was going there, and I was like, I'm going
Amazing.
there close to the summer solstice, and then they're like, oh, okay, have fun, and then that's all he said. So like, there's been weird shit, and then I
Yo,
just don't ask about it.
Government, we investigating the wrong aliens.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
what are we doing? We investigating the wrong illegal aliens here. Like, what the hell is happening?
I don't know.
Now, see that? It was fine until you got to that part. Now I need to know, mom and dad, what the fuck is happening?
This is this is really an experiment about how dangerous fake news is. Because do you see how gullible these dumb motherfuckers
No,
are?
Don't pull that. No, don't try to scream. No. They ain't gonna on that one. No, don't try to scream alternative fact
Fuck
now.
that.
No,
Right.
I
You
believe
adopted,
that shit.
nigga.
That shit. You an adopted alien. You are Superman.
Yeah, see,
You are Clark Kent.
People believe anything.
You are the
Anything
son.
you put out there.
What's Superman's daddy name?
Clark Kent.
The son of
Kal-El.
Kal-El. You are the
Kal-El. No,
You are the
man.
son of Khaled. You Assad,
It's
bro.
okay.
No, of course my parents don't care if I go to the fucking pyramids. But isn't that interesting? Like,
I'm
if you
gonna say,
have
what
a
are you then,
compelling
Mexican
enough
or-
story, motherfuckers will just believe that shit. Like, I had you fucking locked.
I
You
don't
were starting
believe
to
it,
come
bro.
on board and wax like he bullshitting this whole
Bro,
fucking
I'm not gonna
time.
lie, you had a whole theory in my head. I was like,
I
yo,
probably was the one that was believing you the most.
I
You
was like,
think?
yo, you
Nah, I
probably
don't
go down
do
in the
this
pyramids. You see hieroglyphics of like white people with big noses and shit.
That's what I was looking. I'm about
You
to
know
say,
what I
who do you?
mean?
I
who do
just
you
thought your
look
parents
I'm
were
like,
doing
if Andrew
drugs, man.
lays
That's
down
all.
next to a pyramid with his nose sticking up, like
That's
probably
probably
like
why
a
they told him not
UFO
to go.
GPS type of shit. Yo, you remember when you posted that picture from Egypt?
Me next to the Sphinx?
That shit was funny as fuck. And he put the nose on the
Right.
Sphinx.
Because the
His
Sphinx
nose
is
on the
missing a nose, so I had my shit filling in.
That's funny.
But I was there, bro.
Listen, if y'all
Andrew's
die, would
alien.
y'all rather go into the ocean or to the space? Because I want somebody to just drop me off in space and let me like put GPSs on me and stuff and let me float.
Yeah, I think that might be the best thing for all of us. Yeah.
That'd be really dope. Like, why would you want to go on the ground? Just go in space.
As always, Tammy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Make
for
sure
having me.
Make
Well,
sure
I'm
you
having
tune into
fun
the
in
We Talk Back podcast with Tam Bam and AJ. Comes out every Thursday
Correct.
on
Every
the Black
Thursday.
Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. I think that's it. We did it, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.
And you never know where
It
we're all
is.
from. You never know.
I believe you.
Me too. I still believe
I
you.
still believe you.
You never know.
No, how I know? Because he was like cracking up his voice. He was like crying about to cry. I heard it.
I got good at it. Did I get you at all or no? I felt you were in the beginning.
Pyramid, in the beginning, I believe
You were, and then when I said pyramid, you're like, all right, he's just going.
You lost me in Mexico.
I knew that would get him, and I was like,
that's what got me.
I was believe this. Like, if I say I went to the pyramids and they say don't go, there's just no way. But I knew that you would believe that.
Nah,
I believe
you lost me when you said
far-fetched.
Mexican. I said you're not Mexican at all.
Who said that?
He said he went to Mexico.
Turn off the podcast. Turn off the podcast.
No,
Stop
he
the
went to
podcast.
Asia.